1 yard. They'll punt it away on 4th and 14.
And John, the big thing here on this is now you give Cameron, depending on this punt here, Cameron should have a lot of good space to operate because they're punting from inside their 15, at their 15.
One of the best punt returners in the Big 12, one of the best in the nation. Josh Cameron back deep to receive. Left-footed punt, high, booming punt. Holy cow. Josh Cameron, he gets past him. Now it's going to take a Baylor roll forward. Josh Cameron was backpedaling. He couldn't do it fast enough to catch up to that ball. Houston will touch it dead at the 28-yard line. That's where the Bears have the ball back. Bears ball, 5:20 on the clock. A 57-yard punt by Houston's Liam Doherty, a left-footed punter. Averages 41 per punt, but outdid that. 57-yard punt, but the Bears have the ball back, leading 7-0 over the University of Houston. Hey, JJ, one of the games in this series, very memorable. It was our great game in Baylor football history in our pregame show. You quarterbacked the Bears to a big win over U of H in 1991.
Oh, yeah. That was.
What do you remember about that game?
Yeah, that was a big game. I mean, they had beat us the prior year and beat us really bad my true freshman year in '89. And then I think we came back. They beat us in '92 and '90. I'm sorry. And John, we went to the Dome and really put it on them. It was a good game. They had a really high flying offense, and we really wanted to get back. We had so many guys that were from the Houston area. Those guys talking smack to them. And you got to remember, when I was a true freshman 2 years prior to that, they beat us like 56-3, John, in the Dome.
Yeah.
So a lot of those guys were still on the team, and man, they really wanted to go. But it was a fantastic game.
There was that '89 game in the Dome that
exactly.
I can't wash from my memory. It was
exactly. It's like
66 to 10. Yeah,
10. There you go. Yeah.
Right. Andre Ware won the Heisman that year.
Yeah. We had a lot of guys still on the team.
Incidentally, they've got a number 11 painted on the field here at the 11-yard line on both sides in tribute to Andre Ware, their Heisman Trophy winner from 1989. He was so magnanimous in victory.
Hey, John, those guys, hey, when they beat you, they let you know that they were beating you. And they try to beat you, and I forgot their coach name back then, John, but they would let you know they're beating you. They rub it in.
Was it John Jenkins?
John Jenkins was, I think John Jenkins was. He was either the coach or the OC. I forget which one.
Yeah, he was part of it.
Yeah, he's part of it.
Yeah, John Jenkins, that phase for Houston football. And then Ricky, they went the other way and stabilized things with Jack Pardee, didn't they?
Yeah, did, and Jack did a good job too. And I think Pardee was there when Ware won the Heisman.
Oh, okay.
If I remember
so he was
that.
in '89.
Yeah, he wasn't there in the early years. It was Jenkins. Then Pardee came in. He was there Ware's senior year when he won the Heisman.
Well, and it all goes back to Bill Yeoman here. Great success under Bill Yeoman. The football offices facility is named Yeoman Hall here at the University of Houston. They're building a new $130 million end zone complex. It's a construction zone at the north end of the stadium here. So a lot going on for Houston athletics and Houston football. Bears ball beginning at their own 25. Handoff Dawson Pendergrass. Starts left, tries to cut upfield. No gain on that first down play by Dawson Pendergrass.
Yeah, this will be a game for Dawson because U of H does a pretty good job up front. They're athletic. They don't have small guys. They got a 295, 295. So those guys, though, are typical Houston kids. They're very stout, but they're very athletic, meaning that they move laterally good. So when you stop your feet, you got to make sure if you stop that you start real fast. So it's more of a slide cut versus a hesitate. 2nd and 10.
From their own 28 for the Bears, wearing all white on the road tonight. Sawyer Robertson takes the snap over the middle. Michael Triggs got it in stride. He's to the 40 and just tripped up. Wow, man, big, tall Michael Trigg reached up, snatched it out of the air in full stride. They will spot it at the 37-yard line. Huge gain from Sawyer Robertson to Michael Trigg.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about having a quarterback 6'4", John. Between those safeties, over those backers, nice quick strike. He can see it all.
35-yard gain, quick snap, hand to Pendergrass running right around the corner. A flag is down at the end of the play. Pendergrass is down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, John, that's in the area of holding. Dawson probably should have jumped inside, but he tried to go ahead and catch that edge, and that's typical when you get that last little snatch out, inside out. Here we go.
Holding. Offense number 68. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Yeah, you know, Dawson saw the edge, but like, you know, and it was a good run, but like sometimes when the play is designed to go inside, that lineman isn't expecting for you to jump out. And when he jumped out, one last little snatch. So now Baylor is going to be facing a first and, is it going to be 20? It's not going to be 20, 18. First and, I think, is that 18, John? First and 18.
You're exactly right. Back to the 45-yard line. So it is first down again. So first down and 18 for the Bears. Traveling left to right, leading 7-0. 4 minutes on the clock, first quarter. Pendergrass again, hit and down. Loss of 2 more on that play. That was good penetration by that defensive front of the Cougars.
Well, most defensive coordinators, and they did this on that play, what I thought they would do on the previous series. They actually did a run blitz. What they did is they waited till the snap, and right before the snap, you saw 2 guys from the second level start downhill. They're little, I'm going to call their jack position, but nevertheless, now they have you in 2nd and 20. They'll probably play coverage. You see 2 high safeties, probably underneath coverage, probably only rush 4 at the max. So let's take care of the ball here. 3 rushes.
Second down and 20. A lot of time in the pocket. Robertson passes incomplete. Off the hands of Monterey Baldwin, dropped at his feet, incomplete. He had 2, maybe 3 defensive backs around him, so not sure how much positive yardage he would have made even had he made the catch. The Bears looking at 3rd down and 20 now.
It was the right read. I mean, you know, Monterey was right there in that slot. He's going to get tackled. It's going to be 3rd down and about 10. But I think Sawyer could have checked it down to Dawson. He would have made a couple guys miss. Now you're 3rd and 20. Sawyer just has to look at it like, hey, let me just see if I get 10 yards. That's it. Maybe we get a field goal opportunity.
Here's the play. Handoff to Pendergrass. Runs up the middle. Slowed up, stood up, and down at the 42. About a 5-yard gain on that carry. So the Bears now looking at 4th down and 15. Dave Aranda is a lot of times a riverboat gambler on 4th down, but don't expect him to be so on 4th and 15.
Yeah, now, John, I think against this team, Houston, that doesn't score a lot of points, every possession needs to end in a kick, right? We didn't previously. We turned it over, but then we turned them over. So end in a kick, no matter what. Kick it, make them play offense.
Ty Muse back deep to receive the punt of Palmer Williams. Palmer, the best punter in the Big 12, doesn't have enough attempts to qualify for the Big 12 or national stats. Puts this one into the end zone. Can't pin him deep. Goes out the back of the end zone, and Houston will have the ball back at their own 20 with 2:32 to play in the first quarter. Baylor leading U of H 7-0. Bears close the regular season next week, home against Kansas on Senior Day. We don't have a start time for that game yet. They chose the 6-day window for next week, final weekend of the regular season. So we'll find out late tonight or maybe first thing tomorrow, the kick time for the Bears and the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas comes in off on a big roll, back-to-back wins over BYU and today Colorado. Empty backfield. Zion Chris passes incomplete. Pass a little bit behind the intended receiver there.
Yep, John, and that's a play right there. That's wide open for Chris, and that's just that's the Donovan Smith hits that, right? Donovan Smith, the veteran quarterback, transfer from Texas Tech, a little bit more accurate. Zion Chris, a young quarterback, not as accurate. He throws it behind him. Baylor forces it down to 2nd and 10.
Joseph Manjack from Tomball, the USC transfer, the intended receiver on that play. 2nd down 10. Chris, quarterback draw up the middle. Jackie Marshall slows him up, then gets help. Finishes him off. A gain of 2, maybe 3 on the play. Big Linus Noel was in there. Jackie Marshall got a big arm on him.
Yeah,
my eyes there.
Yeah, John, the Manjack's a really good 17 yards kill. But I think in this game, if they go back to the line, they're trying to show a quick snap. They're usually not a fast offense, especially 3rd down and 7. Chris drops back, you're thinking run. I think, you know, Donovan Smith, their backup, is in play today. Baylor struggled against passing quarterbacks. And if they can't get their passing game going, I wouldn't be surprised if Smith gets a little action.
There's 3rd down and 7 for U of H. Flag is down. Quarterback run off the left side. He's only out to the 26.
Yeah, it's a
so
couple
it'll be
late
4
flags
yards
there.
short. Might be 2 different things with those flags.
Yeah, it's right there where Big E was getting up. So I don't know what they're. It could be a hold, John. It could be a hands to a face. It could be a number of things. We're talking to.
Big E can't hide out there, can he?
No, he can't.
6'2", 337.
Personal foul. Shot block. Number 59 and 66. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Big E got up kind of upset a little bit. I mean, he's kind of looking around like he's like, you're going to call that. He was looking like, you're not sure because you don't know if he's thinking like
Right.
he did something wrong
Right.
or if he's upset. So, but nevertheless, Baylor's going to decline that. A chop block, Big E was engaged with the lineman. He was chopped by a running back, and a running back cannot do that. He has to stay up high. But nevertheless, John, Houston's going to pump this ball away.
All right, they'll punt it away on 4th down and 4. Remember, a great punt last time by the left-footed punter Liam Darty. Boots this one away, nose up, spiral. Josh Cameron calls for the fair catch. Has it at the 26-yard line, and the Bears have the ball back. Let's go down to Ricky Thompson. Alliance Bank call to the sidelines. Ricky, as we look across the field on the Baylor sideline, and behind you, there is a huge group of Baylor fans that are here.
Yeah, it really is, and I think you can tell when there's a Baylor play. You can hear the roar. You can hear it when this team took the field. Great crowd. A lot of Baylor folks here. That's what happens when you've won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
You're 6-4 and you're going for the 5th. But this is good crowd. I would say more Baylor than Houston here tonight.
Wow. And Baylor Golden Wave Band is here. They've been dispatched to the upper deck, the 3rd deck on the far side. But glad that they are here under the direction of Dr. O, Isaiah Odajima. Here we go, Bears from their own 26. First play, handoff, Bryson Washington off the left side. He is out to the 35-yard line, just shy of the 36, which would have been a first down. Call it 9-yard gain on the first down carry by Bryson Washington.
Yeah, nice run, nice blocking up front.
Tempo, handoff again. Washington,
Close.
he's got the first down. Just a yard on that play, but they'll move the chains, another first down for the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell the difference when Bryson hit that hole than any other back we have. I mean, he operates really well between the tackles, and when he puts his foot in the ground, he accelerates. They're going to go empty now. Gavin Yates is in the back. I'm sorry, out to the slot. Bryson flexes out to the wide left, trying to force the man-to-man looks.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left side. Pass left side. Watch out, interception. That's going to be a pick 6. Second interception in the first quarter, thrown by Sawyer Robertson. This one ends up with a pick 6 by Jeremiah Wilson. Wilson has both interceptions. This one puts Houston on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, John, that's just one. He baited. I mean, they put Bryson Washington out wide, and Jeremiah Wilson really probably figured he's not going to run by me. I can run with him. So Wilson just he baits Sawyer until he covers. He's about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. He never goes back. As soon as he saw Sawyer raise his elbow, he just jumps it, and it hits it right in the chest, and that's 2. And the one thing you just don't want to do for this Cougar team is give them non-offensive points anytime because they struggle to score. But nevertheless, pinning this extra point, game 7-6 Baylor.
Extra point kick is coming by U of H. Jack Martin puts it on the board. Martin, the Alabama transfer. And with 32 seconds to go in the first quarter, we are tied at 7. Baylor 7, University of Houston 7.
And really, John, I think what this is setting up for, they're just showing Baylor what they're going to do. So what they're going to do, you hate cornerbacks like that because really technically his responsibility is not to jump that. His responsibility is to kind of sink, but sometimes you have corners that don't play fully their responsibility. They take chances, and that's what he's done. He's done it twice on Sawyer. So now Sawyer knows that, look, I got to make sure I identify Wilson before I let the ball go because he's probably sometimes will take a chance. But nevertheless, Baylor's going to get this ball back. But U of H got it. They have a little gas, got it on defense by getting that pick 6.
Let's go down to Ricky Thompson on the Baylor sideline.
Yeah, guys, you look at this. The Bears have, 125 yards offense, Houston 32, and you're tied. So, JJ, exactly what you're talking about. The Bears are keeping U of H in this game with mistakes. 2 picks by Sawyer here in the first quarter.
And he had only 4 coming into the game, so 6 interceptions thrown by Sawyer Robertson. 2 tonight in the first quarter. Kick by Jack Martin, bounces and short, returnable for Jamal Bell, 20, 25, 26 for Bell. And the Bears going to have the ball back with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That's a lot of activity for one quarter.
It really was. We've seen 3 interceptions, 2 thrown by Baylor, 1 thrown by U of H. The 1 picked by the Bears, Devin Bobby, came in the end zone and led to that 80-yard scoring drive for the Baylor points.
Yeah, and I think if you're Baylor, you're looking at the Wilson. Sometimes a guy who's willing to take chances, he's susceptible to double move, or kind of hitch and go, slant and go. But nevertheless, Baylor now, I think, get back to your running game, do some play action. They found Trigg over the middle some. That's where your plays are.
Snap back, Sawyer Robertson, hand the ball off. Bryson Washington, bullish run for a couple of yards to the 28-yard line. 2-yard gain on the carry. Could very well be the final play of the first quarter.
And you see how quickly the mood changes by just one play. That's football for you. Baylor really kind of got Houston on the ropes. That pick six evens things up.
They're going to let the clock wind down. That is the end of the first quarter in Houston. Our score, Baylor 7, Houston 7. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Score big savings during truck season at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Right now, get discounts on our lineup of powerful Chevy Silverados. Save on SUVs too, like the reliable Chevy Suburban or the stylish Tahoe and the Chevy Blazer EV. Hurry! The first 100 to take a test drive this month will receive a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and a chance to win a year's supply free. Ask for details.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cup Club, presented by Green Eye Associates, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today and sick 'em Bears.
Hey Baylor fans, want to level up your game day experience? With GXG Elite, you can get more than just front row seats. You can get behind-the-scenes access to your favorite athletes, exclusive content, and member-only events. Plus, every membership supports our student-athletes on the field. Join the team at
I remember that.
.com.
Oh, yeah, I've forgotten about it, but I'm like, oh, yeah, he did the man's, or the, who did it? Mayfield did it, too.
Shop Astound.
Not to us, but to Tech, maybe, I think, actually.
For a limited time, get Astound Internet for only $20 a month for 2 years. Plus, add 5G unlimited Astound Mobile free for 12 months. Our award-winning fiber-powered internet can handle it all. Faster streaming, better gaming, and secure online shopping. Lock in bigger savings than ever before at Astound.com. Restrictions apply. See Astound.com for details.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Football brought to you in part by HEB. The 2024 Baylor football season presented by HEB. Here, everything's better. And by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this football season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for football watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Bears football. JJ, the stats on the stat monitor are a little behind, but what can you tell us about first quarter stats?
Well, John, Baylor 137 yards of offense to only 35 for Houston. So how is this game tied? Well, 2 turnovers, interceptions by University of Houston, 1 by Baylor. So the game is squared up. Baylor 73 yards through the air, 64 on the ground. Sawyer Robertson on the afternoon. Second and 8. Let's get to we'll come back to the number.
All right, come back to that. 2nd and 8. Sawyer Robertson passes. Trigg again over the middle. Reaches up. Grabs the ball at the point of the football. And he is across midfield to the 48. There is a flag down.
Looks like preliminary indications holding. So he had a lot of time.
Wow.
Holding. Offense number 72. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Yeah, it's Colton Price right in the middle. Sawyer had a lot of time, and they're being a little bit very specific on those holding calls. So you got to really watch it if you're a lineman. You got a crew that's going to not let you grab, but nevertheless, Sawyer steps up, finds Trigg over the middle, but that holding's going to nullify that. Now you're 2nd down and about 16 instead of a 1st and 10 from about a little over midfield. So, but what Baylor's seeing is that middle of the field open up. They actually try to bracket Trigg. So once they start bracketing, then you get a chance maybe to get a guy up that seam one-on-one against the safety like Monterey asked.
Oh, it's 2nd and 18 back at the 18-yard line. Sawyer Robertson pass near sideline is caught by Hal Presley. Bumped out of bounds at the 35. Going to be just short, about a yard short. Nice pickup of 16 yards on the play.
Yeah, just a nice route by Hal. Hal works himself inside, back out on a little corner route. And then what you had is a swing route out of the backfield. So Sawyer just went high-low. He could either swing it out to his running back, Richard Reese to his left, or he could throw it to that corner route. That corner sat. He throws behind the corner. Hal picks up about 14. Now we have third down and 1.
So a 17-yard gain on that play.
17.
3rd and 1 from the 35. Kevin Yates in motion left to right across the top of the backfield. Handoff. Bryson Washington has the first down, spilled at the 37. So he needed a yard. He got 2 first down Bears.
Yeah, Houston, you can tell by their coverage. They want Baylor to run plays. They're hoping you get a hole. They're hoping you get, a drop pass, maybe a fumble, maybe an interception. And so these safeties, they're active in the run game, but they're playing really deep, so it's hard to get behind them. So Triggs going to have some operating room.
Snap back to Robertson, starts right, jump step by Richard Reese, and he's out to the 45-yard line. That is a nice, nifty run by Richard Reese of 8 yards.
Yeah, and I think I like Dawson, but I think against this University of Houston team, you kind of got to cut and accelerate because of the way they are. So Richard probably will have some time here. Bryson's in as well. 2nd down and 2.
Reese again. He is slowed up, stays on his feet, and gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no gain on the play. There's that defensive front by Houston. Cougars have held 5 opponents under 100 yards rushing this season. So really the strength of their team, definitely the strength of their defense.
Yeah, John, it really is. And you saw it right there. They attacked that line of scrimmage. So once Richard stopped his feet, he tried to bounce outside. You don't bounce outside. You make a cut and go up. Now 3rd down and about 2, a full 2. A 2-by-1 set. He does have Bryson Washington in the game to his right.
Aston Hawkins in motion, right to left, handoff, Washington. He has got the first down. Just enough, couple of yards, move the chains. Bryson Washington, another carry for the Bears. Check his numbers early in the game. That's already 14 carries by Bryson Washington in the first half. 14 carries for 63 yards.
It'll be that kind of game, John.
Yeah. Quick tempo again. Robertson to pass. Aston Hawkins on a slant. Did he catch it? He says yes. Ooh, Ricky says yes. What does it look like, Rick?
Yeah, that was a fantastic catch and throw. I tell you what, as bad as the other early throws were by Sawyer, that one was that good. He really threaded that on a dime, and a great catch by Aston Hawkins.
Completed pass is under further review.
Yeah, they're going to review it. Now, that's good. I mean, it actually was tight coverage. Ricky mentioned, really, there wasn't much room there. Ashton had an inside leverage defender inside of him, and Sawyer just throws it right around him. And I thought he did catch it and cradle it, but it's under review.
Now we'll see if we can get a TV review of that as the officials take the replay. It's an 18-yard gain if it stands. Ashton Hawkins' first catch of the night would give the Bears a first down at the Cougars' 36-yard line.
It's funny. It was a bobble, John, but I think what happened is the defender, the linebacker who was tracking under, it's like a little stalk route. Now, that what a stalk route is, he's got a little stalk block look to it. He's going up to him, shaking and looking at him like he's going to guard him like you're playing basketball. Then he accelerates. So he accelerates, and then the ball hits him, and it bounces, but it never looks like it touches the ground. And actually, the middle linebacker, so the outside linebacker, Michael Batten, actually hits it, but it looks like he's helped him secure it before it hit the ground. So we'd be interested to see this, but it does bobble, but it looks like it never touches the ground. And remember, it was a catch on the field. Called a catch on the field.
So taking a look at it, clock stopped, 11:52 on the clock, second quarter, 7-7 Baylor and U of H. Bears have dominated the stats offensively, but a pick six and a 41-yard return for a touchdown by Jeremiah Wilson has the Cougars in a tie ball game here in the second quarter.
And the referee is calling. He's telling something. He's official, so it's taking a while. A lot of times, kind of wondering what that conversation like. But he's going to take this headset off, John, and here we go.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Baylor.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call because you couldn't really. It was bobbled, but it never looked like it hit the ground. Looked like the actual defender hit it back into Ashton that helped him secure it. So Baylor's going to pick up that. And, John, what you're seeing early is because you have those two out, the safeties outside helping those corners are jumping stuff, Baylor's having to work on those linebackers and work on that underneath coverage, and that's why you see Trigg and Ashton getting a lot of throws. Get a lot of catches.
Correction, 16 yards on that reception. First down Bears at the Cougars 36. Snap back to Robinson. Robertson gives the ball to Bryson Washington. Right up the middle. How many plays in like that? With him not on the ground, he's just being held up. They can't tackle him, but they finally blow the whistle that the play is dead.
Yeah, what you see Halsey, the A.J. House is a safety. Kentrell Webb is another deep safety. Those guys are not in the run game right now. When they're not in the run game, that means you keep running it. When they start creeping up, like you have Halsey now, he's at about 1, 2, 3, 4. He's about 7 yards from the line of scrimmage, John. Now you're thinking, look at Hal Presley give him a shot.
Second down 2. Bryson Washington again off the right side. Going to be very close to the first down marker. Might be a half yard short. Clock under 11 minutes to go. Second quarter. Baylor 7, Houston 7 here in Houston.
Baylor, you don't mind this. You don't mind milking it, making this Houston defense stay on the field. It's their best unit. They made the 2 possessions for the offense. 3rd down and 1 here.
Is a yard short. 3rd down and 1 for the Bears. Sawyer Robertson will give again to Washington. You're not going to stop in when you need a yard. He got that and more inside the 25 to the 23. So a 4-yard carry. And another first down for the Bears at the Houston 23.
Ricky, I don't know where you are, but I think Bryson's going for about 37 carries tonight. It's one of those games.
Well, yeah, and we were talking earlier in the season, we needed a running back that would get 15 or so carries. He had that in the first quarter, I think, tonight.
And he can handle it. I mean, he's a guy that can handle that workload. He's still out there now. 1st and 10 Bears. Xavier Stillman comes in at the defensive line for U of H. From the 23, Sawyer Robertson looking to throw. Passes it right side. It is caught. Ashton Hawkins, touchdown. Nice over the shoulder throw and catch. Hawkins into the end zone, and the Bears regain the lead over U of H.
Well, Ricky, I don't know where you are, but that looked like he was on the inside slide. He runs kind of like what I'm going to call a quick out and up. But a nice route, nice throw.
Yeah, it was. It was the out and up from the inside. He was open. Actually, Sawyer threw that a bit behind him. He didn't lay it out. He made it a difficult catch. But Ashton turned around, all hands on the catch, and kept his feet and got it into the end zone. That's a big cover-up of that UH pick 6, guys. Woo.
Big time to come back with the touchdown drive. Extra point kick hits the right upright, but goes in for Isaiah Hankins out of the hold of Palmer Williams. Harrison Grimes, the deep snapper, so the extra point is good. And with 9:50 to play in the second quarter from Houston, our new score, Baylor 14, Houston 7. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB
ID on the other side.
The official local bank of Baylor Athletics.
Thank you.
Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Are you a proud Baylor fan? Do you love prizes? The Baylor Sports app allows fans to track their attendance across athletic events and earn points using Baylor Bold Rewards. Baylor Athletics wants to reward the most loyal fans for cheering on the Bears, so register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com or download the Baylor Sports app straight to your phone. Prizes this year are better than ever, so start earning your points today.
Stay in the game with Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and does...
Hey, it's going to be double victory over Houston Day. Baylor volleyball won 3-2.
...is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears. When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
11 plays, 74-yard scoring drive by Baylor. 5 minutes, 35 seconds off the clock. Spanned the end of the first quarter, start of the second. Puts Baylor up 14-7 on the Cougars. Touchdown pass by Sawyer Robertson, his second of the night, now 22 on the season. That ties Blake Zemansky and RG3 for 6th in single season history with 22 touchdown passes.
Well, Sawyer's had a special run of it, John. I mean, and to think that he didn't come into the season as the starter, but he plays his way into kind of what you expect. He took the job, so that's great, and he's been very efficient. And now that he has a running game to go with him, man, I'll tell you, you got to sometimes put up with a couple receptions, but he doesn't throw it often, but he does come back.
Jack Stone kicks it away right to left over the head of Makai Muse. Touchback. Cougars will have the ball on the touchback to begin with 9:50 to play here in the second quarter. Really a great turnout by Baylor fans here in Houston. There are so many in this area, and then I know a lot came down from Waco or from wherever to be here for this game tonight. Nice game, beautiful conditions. High 60s, no wind whatsoever, beautiful night. Bears lead at 14-7. Houston with the ball. Back to Zion Chris, gonna hand it off to Steve. And he's up the middle to the 31-yard line. Stacy Sneed with the carry. 5'11", 180-pound junior running back from Mansfield, Timberview.
Baylor has to keep that edge here on defense. You got to keep the edge. Don't let this offense get in, get easy stuff just by handing the ball off. Make them earn every bit of it by putting the ball in Chris's hands and making him make passing decisions.
Boy, and you're right, they are in no hurry. They go to the line of scrimmage. Just now snap the ball. Chris will hand it off again. Sneed again, spins at the line of scrimmage. And he's got a first down out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, and you wonder how long Coach Aranda doesn't want to give him man-to-man because they do have a nice receiver in Joseph Manjack, the fourth. You don't want to give him one-on-one an easy read for the quarterback, easy throw. So what Coach is doing right now, Coach is playing Devin Lemire, Devin Bobby, or Corey Gordon. He's playing those both deep. Two of those three are going to be deep. He's keeping the safeties out of the run game, hoping his front can handle it. And right now, in his first couple plays, he's got that first down.
Out to the 35, first down. Chris passes left sideline. It is caught. Falling down into a seated position to make the catch is Stephon Johnson, Oklahoma State transfer. That's a gain of 15 out to the 50.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy throw. And really, Baylor had two deep coverage. And really, I was kind of surprised that, he was so open. Because they had really two deep coverage, really sunk quite a bit. It was just an outside route, like an outside kind of come back outside. And no pressure on that route.
So from the 50-yard line, here comes pressure. Matt Jones is coming. Pass near side is caught and then tackled for a loss. Devin Bobby was there to wrap up Stacy Sneed. See where they spotted, I think, the 47, so a loss of 3 despite the completion. Boy, Matt Jones was coming like a freight train on the blitz toward quarterback Zion Chris.
He was, Coach Aranda. Once a team gets outside that 40, you got to watch. Coach brought a little outside backward blitz for Matt Jones. Put pressure on the ball on Chris, make Chris get it out of his hands early. Bobby does the big thing, though. Bobby has to make that tackle. He does. Second down and 13.
On their own 47-yard line. And Sneed again. Goes up the middle, gets just across midfield. 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. It's bent over backwards, but gets up okay. Keaton Thomas with the tackle. Keaton Thomas now Baylor's leading tackler on the year. He's been number 2 all year behind Matt Jones, but Keaton Thomas averaging 9 per game. That is second best in the Big 12. Matt Jones right behind him, the 3rd leading tackler in the Big 12.
U of H 0 of 2 on 3rd down. They're facing a 3rd down and 9 here. Baylor short pressure. I'd be surprised if they blitz it.
Here they come. They are coming on Chris, and they get to him. He can't pull away. A sack back at the 47-yard line. Matt Jones, Keaton Thomas were both there. Big E, Linus Noel was there to participate in the sack of Zion Chris. And that'll bring up 4th down and 13 and a punting situation for U of H.
The only reason I said I'd be surprised is because, I mean, when it gets a quarterback that doesn't operate in the pocket very well, a lot of times coaches like to make them process coverage, but Coach Aranda's like, look, I'm coming to get you, and that's what he did. Great stop here. U of H has to punt this ball away.
Liam Doherty boots it away. Boy, he's had 3 great punts here. Fair catch taken by Josh Cameron. Got the 14-yard line, so the Bears have the ball back. 6:03 on the clock, second quarter. Baylor 14, Houston 7. Next to last game of the regular season for both the Bears and the Cougars. Baylor's got the second quarter lead over U of H. Keep it right here as the Bears. I can't tell. That is a full timeout, so let's step aside. Take a break. Baylor leads 14-7. 6:03 to play. Second quarter. Back after this word from Toyota.
Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about
TCU.
Hey.
So tell me about Toyotathon.
TCU beat them pretty easily.
Perfect time to get a new Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more.
Oh, how exciting. So what can you do in a new Toyota this holiday season?
With a new RAV4, you can go snowboarding with your friends.
I love dashing through the snow.
Take a Camry to a tree lighting ceremony.
Sounds merry and bright.
Or even load up the family in a Highlander to go ice skating.
What a jolly good time. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas? After my big job, I'm taking the missus.
Sounds good.
Florida to go surfing.
Florida?
Not a biggie.
Your inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for detail.
Yes. Because he was back in the day where, like, FCC used to scan the stations making sure they ID. Now they don't care.
5 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
Yeah.
Holiday
yeah.
Astound.com for bigger deals, bigger savings, and bigger internet. For a limited time, get Astound Internet for only $20 a month for 2 years. Plus, add 5G unlimited Astound Mobile free for 12 months. Our award-winning fiber-powered internet can handle it all. Faster streaming, better gaming, and secure online shopping. Lock in bigger savings than ever before at Astound.com. Restrictions apply. See Astound.com for details.
Have you gone gold yet? Go gold with Baylor Athletics this season and be the gold factor across each of our sports. Wear exclusive Go Gold apparel from the Baylor bookstore at the upcoming Go Gold dates. To stay up to date on some golden opportunities, visit BaylorBears.com/GoGold. Go Gold and Sick 'em Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
By Baylor Scott and White Health, the official healthcare provider of Baylor Athletics. Back to play. Bears after the punt take over at their own 14. Hand off to Dawson Pendergrass, and he's up the middle. Big head of steam. He's out to the 22-yard line, so an 8-yard gain on the first down carry.
Yeah, that's one right there where Dawson got it. He didn't have to slide and go look for a gap. He was right in front of him. He made one little subtle slide to his left, and he was right to that third level. Nice little run, nice little boost created right there behind Lengel.
5.5 minutes on the clock, second quarter. Bears lead 14-7. Pendergrass again off the right side. Tough running. He's got the first down. He's out to about the 27-yard line. Well, that running game against U of H's defense. Cougars defense is, again, the strength of their team. Rush defense, 6th in the Big 12, giving up 131 yards per game. Pendergrass wants to get outside on the left side. Now cuts back in. He's out to the 34-yard line, a 7-yard gainer.
Well, I'm telling you, John, people are not going to see that block there, but that's about a 7-yard gain, but it's not a 7-yard gain. It's going to be about a 3-yard gain if Hal Presley doesn't work back in and do a seal block for Dawson. Dawson goes right outside that little seal block when he bounced that from right to left. So Presley, that's huge blocking from that edge.
Clock continues to wind down. Sawyer Robertson swings it out to the right side. Ashton Hawkins, he's to the 35, 36-yard line. Gang tackled there.
tell you, they've scouted that play. I tell you, every time they've thrown it to Ashton, it's been like 2 dudes waiting on it.
Yeah. Hawkins did have the Baylor touchdown that puts them up 14-7. Third down, about 1.5 yards needed for a first down for the Bears.
Baylor 4-7 on third down.
Ron Jackson splits wide to the near side. 2 receivers wide right. Pendergrass in the backfield. Sawyer Robertson, 2 touchdown passes, but 2 interceptions here in the first half. And Yates in motion. Handoff. Pendergrass this time hit hard and pushed backwards.
He was a little short there, John. It looked good. I mean, Baylor brought, I think that was Gavin Yates right to left. No, it wasn't Gavin Yates. Brought the tight end right to left. It was Gavin Yates. Brought him right to left. I thought he had a seal, but there's a little penetration inside. This is 4th and about 1. If I'm Coach Aranda, I'm really tempted to go from this. The way Baylor's running the ball, 110 yards rushing.
They're going to go for it.
This is 4th down, John, and about, I would say, less than 1. And you can bet Houston's going to be really playing. They're going to try to beat a block inside. So if I'm a guard, I'm sealing inside. I'm blocking down. Same with the tackles. I'm blocking down both sides.
4th down from the 36.5. Give to Pendergrass. He's got the first down.
He got it.
Off the right side. Man, how about that? From your own 36.5. Really no hesitation is the way it looked from here. They get the first down.
Yeah.
3-yard gain and a new set of downs for the Bears.
Yeah, John, that was a blitz. They brought the safety from deep. They brought the backers and the safety from deep. That actually was Kentrell Webb. He came in the backfield. They also had a second level. I think that was number 25, Jamal Morris, second level. They were really going to blitz that thing. But it's nice run by Pendergrass, who slid to a little bit to the right, then picked up those additional yards.
Set of downs at the 39. Richard Reese in the backfield. Robertson to throw. Whoa, what a catch! What a catch by Michael Trigg. A one-handed grab. He is chased down and pulled down at the 20-yard line. I am telling you, he has made some great grabs tonight. That one, Ricky, reached up with the right hand, looked well overthrown, and pulled it in.
Yeah, and I think that's the same play that they've run. The middle of the field's open because of the coverage Houston is running, and Trigg has made the play. And that also, JJ, really puts confidence in Sawyer's ability to let that ball go over the middle like that.
John, I don't know what to say because I got to believe the safety. I think that was Halsey. We'll come back to that, the safety, as they take this time out, John, go to commercial. But I'm going to tell you, he had to be thinking, this is a pick 6.
Yeah,
the safety had to be thinking it's going to hit him square in the numbers, and all of a sudden his hand comes out it's like the hand of God comes out of nowhere, and the safety's like, what the heck? But great catch.
Big Trigg reaches up a 42-yard gain, and the Bears have it at the Houston 19-yard line. Timeout on the field. Bears up 14-7 with 2 minutes to play in the second quarter and driving for more. Keep it here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The Black Friday sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco has huge savings. Get a 2024 Wagoneer or Grand Wagoneer Series 3 and get a whopping dealer discount of $15,000 plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. That's right, 3.9 for 72 months. Or drive off in a 24 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland or Limited 4XE and save $12,000 plus see if you qualify for $7,500 federal tax deduction. Hurry, only at Allen Samuels in Waco during the Black Friday sales event. First responders get an extra $500.
Come by, let's be friends.
First Central Credit Union is cheering for the Bears. Our team advantages are 5% APY free reward checking. Enjoy ATM-free refunds and be on the winning side with direct deposits 2 days early. Huddle up with First Central to make deposits 24/7 at our ATMs and suit up in a free new member t-shirt. Visit online at firstcentralcu.com. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. APY equals annual percentage yield. Member NCUA.
See for yourself why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after.
Oh, was there a defensive back behind him?
Service and care.
Oh, okay. You couldn't really see it from on TV.
Optometrists and staff receive trustworthy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Incredible catch.
Variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes, face, and neck areas with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Visit greeneyeassociates.com. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to start prepping for game day right away.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Number 1. 1st and 10 for the Bears. They're in the H-E-B red zone at the 19-yard line. First play from there. Pass overthrown, but a flag is down. Here's the call from Henry
Personal
Johns.
Foul. Face mask. Number 1 of the defense. Half distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Yeah, John, and the defensive back, McCutcheon, Latrell Senior McCutcheon, he had to do that. He was there man-to-man against Hal Presley. What has to happen? Well, you have Trigg playing so well. Those safeties have to come down in the middle and try to help on those routes. So what happens? They leave one-on-one outside to Hal Presley, and Latrell McCutcheon has seen those great TD catches by Presley. And he's like, nah, you're not going to get that ball. So first down and goal.
It is 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for the Bears. Sawyer Robertson takes the snap. Gonna hand it off to Pendergrass. Looking for room. He's inside the 5. Finally, they blow the whistles. That may be to the 4-yard line. To the 4, so 2nd and goal coming up for the Bears with 1:41 and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Bears looking to up their 14-7 lead on Houston.
Baylor's going to take its time here, John. I mean, Houston gets the ball at half, but Baylor has the opportunity to put multiple scores ahead on the board here.
And back to Robertson. Give to Pendergrass. He is met at the line of scrimmage. That doesn't mean he stopped there. He is forward to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, on that one, John, you had Michael Batten, the leading tackler. He got a good hit on Dawson. But what happened is all of a sudden, because these guys know, hey, look, our offense is not as productive, he starts trying to tackle the ball. So Dawson rolls on him. He starts trying to pull at the ball. Dawson rolls for another 2 yards. And now it's 3rd down and goal from about the 2 here. And this is before we saw a little play action pass. Now Trigg's not in the game. I think this is going straight to this Wildcat. This Wildcat.
Bryson Washington and the Wildcat. Oh, the snap is over his head. Back to the 20. He's going to have to fall on it and cover it. But a high snap, and Bryson Washington was sprinting back toward midfield. He covered that ball. There's going to lose yardage all the way back to the 27-yard line on the high snap.
Yeah, there's nothing Bryson could do there. And now all you can do if you're coaches, bring in the field goal team. This is going to be a testy field goal attempt. I mean, this ball is at the 27, 8-yard line, so that would be about a 45, 44-yard field goal attempt. Coach is being hesitant, but I think all coach is doing is letting that time tick down as far as he can. He wants this to be the last play of the half.
Gets it to 3 seconds, calls the timeout there.
First charge, timeout of the half.
Well, the Bears
Baylor.
had third and goal right at the 2-yard line, 3rd and 2. They tried the Wildcat, direct snap back to Bryson Washington, but the snap from Colton Price was way over his head. Bryson Washington sprinted back and covered it at the 27. So the Bears go for a field goal here on the final play of the half to try to up their lead, but it won't be a touchdown, which looked like it was very much a possibility when they had 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal at the 3. Let's go down to Ricky Thompson.
Guys, we tried that last week, remember, against West Virginia, and we had motion or legal procedure up front. It's just different when you have a different guy back there calling the snap count, even if it's with your hands, with the clap. I haven't seen a bad snap like that all season. That was costly, guys, because you're probably going to go for it even if you pick up 1 yard and you're 4th and 1 at the end of the half. So this one hurts, but you sure need this field goal to go up by 2 because UH gets the ball coming out in the second half.
Yeah, that's a good point. And John, I think if you look at it, some of the things I do like, I mean, Colton now, when you go goal line, it's 3rd down and goal from about the 2, is that all of a sudden he has probably one guy definitely squared up on him, probably 2 guys in the gap. So then what happens is he's got to get that ball snapped and immediately get his hands back up. And sometimes you'll short arm that snap, and I think that's exactly what happened, is he snaps and he's trying to get his hands back up to block, and the ball flies high. So that's the mechanics of what happens. But what I like is the quarterback either in pistol or under the center. That way it forces that center to get the ball up, you get it off, and now it's a multiple threat with the quarterback, either quarterback sneaking it or running it. So I'm hoping we scratch the Wildcat out of our playbook because we've had the last couple weeks it hadn't worked well.
It has not gone well.
It has not.
Well, the Baylor offense, which has had at least 499 yards total each of the last 4 games, at 512 last week in the win over West Virginia. They've got 268 here at halftime, and that 268 was 288 before that loss on that last play. So 268 total for the Bears, 173 passing, 95 rushing. Houston, down by 7 right now, has 57 yards of offense, 12 yards passing, 45 yards rushing, and it's a 14-7 lead for the Bears, who look to make it 17-7.
And that's why this 45-yard field goal attempt is huge, John. You just want to go up 2 scores on these guys because they don't play offense well. Here we go.
From the center of the field, kicking right to left, Isaiah Hankins going for the 45-yard kick. His longest this year is 51. Garrison Grimes, the deep snapper. Houston's going to call a timeout before the play.
Yeah, I don't like that play.
Timeout of the half.
You're going to ice the kicker before halftime?
What? No, John, I don't mind the Houston coach call it. It's like but the official was over the center like it was a sub. Like we had a sub and he was holding the snap. I'm like, why are you sitting there for another 5 seconds? I mean,
there weren't any subs coming in.
Yeah, it's after. It's
right.
Oh, okay. He's waiting for the time. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Gotcha, Bob. Thanks.
Bobby on the back row says was pointing out that he was waiting for the commercial timeout to end. So
that was accurate,
well done,
though,
Bobby.
John. That was, Bob in the back row was he was accurate.
Bobby, you just turn your mic on and just chime in whenever you'd like. We're open to that. All right, here's the kick. I think they're going to spot it just short of the 45-yard line, so officially it'll be a 44-yard attempt by Isaiah Hankins. Well within his range. Garrison Grimes, the snapper. Palmer Williams, the holder. Snap, hold, kick, plenty long, and good by Isaiah Hankins. He nails the 44-yarder going in at halftime. The Bears go up 17-7 on the Cougars as we reach halftime here in Houston. And I was wrong officially. It's a 45-yard kick.
There we go.
By Isaiah Hankins. Caps an 11-play, 59-yard scoring drive. How about 6:03 off the clock to end the second quarter? Ricky's going to catch up with Coach Aranda as they go in at halftime.
Okay, guys.
Let's go down to Ricky with Coach.
Well, Coach held Houston to 57 total yards in the first half, up 17-7, 2 scores, a couple of costly interceptions, and then the bad snap there probably took points off the board for the Bears.
We have to play better. I think there's an environment here where we have to create our own energy. I think that the lapses that we're seeing hasn't been us during this last stretch, and so we've got to get in the locker room and straighten all that out and play our best football this second half. All the film I'm seeing of Houston is they'll continue to fight and scrap and claw, and we're going to have to shut this down.
Okay, Coach, thanks.
It's Ricky with Coach Dave Aranda going in at halftime. It's brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, it's your bank. At the half in Houston, our score, Baylor 17, Houston 7. Back to begin our halftime activities after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Stay in the game with Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and designed to protect your most important asset, your brain. Q-Collar is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears. When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com.
This season, beat the holiday rush and shop Astound.com for bigger deals, bigger savings, and bigger internet. For a limited time, get Astound Internet for only $20 a month for 2 years. Plus, add 5G unlimited Astound Mobile free for 12 months. Our award-winning fiber-powered internet can handle it all. Faster streaming, better gaming, and secure online shopping. Lock in bigger savings than ever before at Astound.com. Restrictions apply. See Astound.com for details.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now, it's time for the Nissan Halftime Show. Brought to you by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores from around the country and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Golden Wave Band is on the field. Welcome into our Nissan Halftime Report. It's brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites. Bears lead at the half over the Houston Cougars. 17-7 is the halftime score. JJ will give us all the first half stats coming up in just a bit. Let's look around at other events going on in Baylor athletics today and this week. Baylor's already beaten Houston once today. Baylor volleyball knocked off the Houston Cougars. It went 5 in the Farrell Center in Waco on Senior Day, but Ryan McGuire and Baylor volleyball win their final home match of the year, 3-2 over Houston. Hopeful to get into the top 16 and maybe host first and second round NCAA action. We'll find that out a week from today. Baylor men's and women's basketball, tough assignment. They have been in the Bahamas this week. First, the Baylor men pulled off one of the greatest comeback wins you will ever see in Baylor basketball history. Down by as much as 18 in the first half to St. John's. They trailed by 14 at halftime. Came back and led for the first time with 2.5 minutes to play in the game. But it went into overtime and went into a second overtime. Baylor got a three-pointer at the buzzer in double overtime from newcomer Jeremy Roach and won the game 99-98 over the St. John's Red Storm. Huge, huge win for the Bears to win their tournament opener in the Bahamas Classic. Then the Bears had to come back the next night and play 11th-ranked Tennessee in the winners bracket, and they just didn't have the legs, having played 50 hard minutes the night before. Bears fell behind by as much as 27 in the first half to a really good Tennessee team, and lost by 15 to the Vols, 77-62. So the Baylor men go 1-1 at the Bahamas Classic, and they will next be in action Wednesday at home, hosting New Orleans. Baylor women are in the Bahamas as well, playing in a different tournament, the Battle for Atlantis. They romped and stomped today. A big win over Southern Miss, 101-55 was the final. The Baylor women, Coach Nikki Collin, advanced to a second-round game in the winners bracket tomorrow against the winner of Indiana and Columbia. That will be at 12:30 Central Time tomorrow for the Baylor women's basketball second-round winners bracket game in the Battle for Atlantis. Baylor women are back home on Friday. They'll be back in action, a matinee game Friday afternoon in the Farrell Center. So look at what's going on in Baylor athletics. Remind you again, the Baylor football team, one final home game comes up 1 week from today against the Kansas Jayhawks. They're going to get a red-hot Jayhawk team coming off back-to-back wins over BYU last week and Colorado today. And the Jayhawks will come in needing one win in their final game of the regular season to reach bowl eligibility. They are 5-6 with a bullet. So that's the challenge for Dave Aranda and the Bears next Saturday against Kansas. We don't know a game time yet. We'll get that tonight when all the games are complete and let you know that as soon as we can. The kickoff time for the season finale, Senior Day, next Saturday at McLean Stadium, Baylor versus Kansas. Here in Houston at the half, it's Baylor 17, Houston 7. We'll take a break. When we come back on the Nissan Halftime Report, JJ Joe or maybe Bob Baker will give us first half stats. We've got that when we come back. Halftime Report brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites. 17-7 Bears at the half on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Are you ready for the action-packed experience of Baylor volleyball? Come watch the Bears all season long at the Farrell Center as the team battles to bring home another Big 12 Conference championship to Waco. Secure your seats at BaylorBears.com/tickets and come be a part of the action courtside. Youth teams can also sign up to be Anthem Buddies and join the team on the court before first serve by emailing fan_engagement@baylor.edu. We'll see you at the Farrell Center, and sic 'em Bears.
Everything we do for you. Are you looking for a new set of wheels? First Central Credit Union Auto Financing offers fast, complete coverage. Competitive rates and flexible terms make for a win in financing your next vehicle. A quick online application makes it easy to score the money you need at firstcentralcu.com. Everything we do for you.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Stay in the game with Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and designed to protect your most important asset, your brain. Q-Collar is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears. When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Okay, JJ.
Leads the Cougars 17-7. A very eventful first half where Baylor turned the ball over twice, which is very uncharacteristic, which was 2 Sawyer interceptions, and that led to one score by this University of Houston offense that had struggled on the afternoon. But Baylor was able to close out the second half with the first half with a 45-yard field goal attempt by Hankins, pushing the score 17-7 as we go into half. Let's take a quick look at these stats, and if you look at the numbers, you'd wonder how the game is even just a 10-point game. 47 total plays for the Bears for 268 yards to 57 total yards by University of Houston on the afternoon. 16 first downs for Coach Aranda's offensive crew to only 4 first downs for Houston. And the average yards per play, Baylor in Baylor's favor, almost 6 yards per play to 3.5 yards per play for the Cougars. Sawyer Robertson, 12 of 17, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns. As a matter of fact, only 3 Sawyer Robertson passes have hit the ground. Unfortunately, 2 went to University of Houston on interceptions by their I'm going to call opportunistic cornerback. He's done a great job. Mr. Wilson, Jeremiah Wilson, on the afternoon, he had 2 interceptions on both of them. One was severely underthrown. It was a hitch pass to Hal Presley to the left. He did a great job, Wilson, of reading that it was a short throw, broke on that play, made the interception. And then there was one where they inverted, put Bryson Washington as a receiver, flexed him out on an empty set. He runs a short pass, and the whole time Jeremiah Wilson's saying, I'm going to jump this pass if he throws it. Sawyer once again is throwing to his left, wide outside on the hitch, and Jeremiah Wilson picks that pass off, and that tied the score at least briefly, 7-7 as we went through the beginning parts of that second quarter. This is Eon Chris. He's 2 of 6, not the most accomplished passer. 2 of 6 in that first half for 12 yards. He does have an interception, and on that interception, Sawyer Robertson's initial interception of the game set the University of Cougar offense up at about the 20-yard line. Zeon Chris is moving the offense. They're inside the 5-yard line. He throws a slot out. Slot receiver runs it out. And Devin Bobby may have missed the interception last week, but I'll tell you, he got that one to shut down that scoring opportunity there in the first quarter by the Houston Cougars. Bryson Washington, he's getting for a long night. 16 total carries, 77 yards. Followed by Dawson Pendergrass, 11 carries for 35 yards. And Richard Reese has 2 carries for 8 on the afternoon. So Baylor overall, 95 yards rushing on 30 carries. So this is going to be a game where Coach Aranda is probably going to say, hey, we're going to run this ball 45 to 50 times. And we'll expect to get some production. Well, the outside receivers have been covered. Josh Cameron, only 1 catch for 10 yards. Hal Presley, 2 catches for 26 yards. But the big stars have been the slot receivers. Michael Trigg, 4 catches, 96 yards, a score. And Ashton Hawkins, 5 catches, 41 yards, and a score. And those 2 players are feasting because they're being guarded by linebackers, and even the safeties are out on the receivers. So they're having a great opportunity inside to work against this Houston Cougar defense that's trying to keep Josh Cameron and Monterey Baldwin and Hal Presley out of the game. But nevertheless, Baylor's finding a way. 21 minutes and 41 seconds of time in possession for the Baylor offense. 8 minutes, 19 seconds for the University of Houston offense. Of course, we talked about the 2 turnovers for Baylor, 1 turnover for University of Houston. So Baylor right now is -1 on the afternoon. And as I mentioned going into this game, one of the key stats was don't help this University of Houston offense out. End every offensive possession with the kick. Well, we didn't end the first 2 possessions with the kick, but nevertheless, Baylor has found a way to stay ahead. 4 of 9 on third downs for the Baylor offense, 0 of 3 for the University of Houston offense, and 57 yards in the Big 12 game won't get it done. And the only way I believe Baylor finds itself in position to maybe not come out of here with a win is if they help this University of Houston offense out by turning the ball over again or making miscues that they don't need to make. You heard Coach Aranda as he went in for half. He said we're playing uncharacteristic of ourselves as we played over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Basically said we're keeping these guys in the game. But I'll tell you, second half ought to be a barn burner. You're listening to Baylor Football on Baylor Sports Radio.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB
Hey, JJ.
for life. Sign up for
So the end of the BYU game,
to earn
he was basically running around trying to run out the clock. And he went down with 1 second left at the 50. So they had time for Hail Mary. They threw it. It was caught at like the 1.5.
Got tackled on the run?
Yeah, they had to clear the field and put the goalpost back because they had already rushed the field. Yeah. BYU, Arizona State.
Plus 3.9.
It was crazy. Like they were interviewing Levitt, not Levitt, that's the quarterback, the coach, after the game, and the referee comes up and says, hey, there's 1 second left. And he goes, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
Deduction.
And like I said, BYU caught it at the 1.5. Just brutal.
Come by. Let's be friends.
It's the biggest blockbuster on the Brazzes, and you don't want to miss the premiere of Baylor women's basketball at...
They were at the BYU 10, and he ran back 3 consecutive plays to midfield just trying to run out the clock.
An Sweet 16 appearance under their belt.
There was only 7 seconds left on the very last play.
Help us fill the Foster with green and gold by getting your women's basketball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com.
Yeah, they had to put the goalpost back in the ground, literally.
Trailers has got you covered, from light-duty single-axle utility trailers to the Big Tex tandem duals. We also carry a full line of enclosed cargo trailers. Need a motorcycle trailer? We've got them. Need a dump trailer? We've got the largest selection in the state. Oilfield trailers? We carry a full line of Big Tex trailers to handle all your needs. Trailer repairs? We repair all makes and models. We'll even rent you a trailer if you need to use one for a day. Flat Rock Trailers, your #1 source for all your trailer needs. Find us at flatrocktrailers.com.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor football on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Stay tuned as we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from the booth as we get set for all of the second half action with the Baylor Bears. Coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Halftime report as we get set to begin the third quarter here in Houston. Baylor up 17-7. JJ gave you all the first half stats that add up to that Baylor lead, and you look at those stats, you'd think, JJ, the lead might be more than 10 points for the Bears.
Yeah, John, that's what I was saying. I mean, you look 268 yards of offense, and we lost 20, as you mentioned, John, at the end of that first half. We lost 20 onto the bad snap. So we really had close to 300 yards. And I think that's why you kind of heard Coach Aranda kind of sound curt with Ricky. That's probably the shortest interview he'll ever have. But I think he's a little upset because he's like, we should be beating these guys by like probably 24-7 or 24-0, but we're keeping them in the game because we're turning the ball over, maybe blowing some assignments. So, yes, I mean, you would think this would probably be a 24-7, 24-3 game with the disparity in yardage.
Yeah, only 57 yards of offense first half by Houston. They are last in the league. They're last in the Big 12 Conference in scoring offense, 14 points a game. They're last in total offense, passing offense. They're 11th in rushing offense. But it's a 17-7 game at the half. Wild day in the Big 12. Let's update you on other games. First, the ones in progress. Iowa State leads Utah 14-10, 5:41 to play in the second quarter. They're in Salt Lake City. Also, since Kansas State leads Cincinnati with 49 seconds, now 11 seconds to go in the first quarter in that game in Manhattan. 10-0 K-State, 49 seconds first quarter. Finals from earlier today. And a wild day indeed. BYU loses for the second week in a row. Lose to Arizona State, 28-23. Aaron Sexton was telling us at the end of that game, Arizona State is trying to run out the clock, and the fans storm the field, tear down the goalpost, and the officials say there's 1 second remaining. So they have to put the goalpost back up and get everybody back out there and run the final second off the clock. But Arizona State wins it 28-23. Colorado, the other one-loss team in the league going into play today along with BYU, they lost in Kansas City to Kansas. 37-21 was the final score. So there are no once-beaten teams any longer in the Big 12. Everyone has 2 losses or more. TCU beat Arizona 49-28. Texas Tech beat Oklahoma State 56-48. West Virginia won at home. A bowl qualifying 6th win of the year for Neil Brown, 31-21, the final score there. And the Bears lead here 17-7. So all those results tell us, I don't have all the particulars, but Baylor is still in the hunt for a possible spot in the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship game, with BYU and Colorado losing today.
Well, John, they got to send 2 teams. I'll tell you, and you got to.
That's true.
And before the season, we felt like, this would be like a really tough league, and it's very much showing itself to be that way. And today, you can tell this University of Houston team, they may, they've won their share of games. And Baylor's a hot team. Houston was a hot team at home, at least they have been. And this game here is showing how hard-fought most of these afternoons are.
Just another night in the Big 12. Cougars started 1-4 on the year. They are 4-6 as the second half kicks off. Jack Stone boots it away. It'll bounce 3 yards deep out the back of the end zone for the touchback. And Houston will be on offense first, trailing by 10, 17-7 to the Bears. Cougars won this game in Waco last year. Remember, Donovan Smith was the quarterback, ran it in, completed a 2-point conversion in overtime to beat Baylor 25-24. From the 25-yard line, Houston sets up shop. Quarterback now is Zion Chris, transfer from the University of Louisiana. Former state champ high school player from Baton Rouge. From the 25, here comes the blitz on the first play. Handoff. Ooh, and they run right into the waiting arms of the blitzing linebacker, Matt Jones. It was a 2-3 yard gain on the play by by Rashawn Sanford.
Well, that's a great call, but Matt Jones, the tackle, the defensive end, on this side, Trevon Maai, he goes inside. Matt circles around outside, runs right into that pulling lineman. Nice defensive call by Coach Aranda.
Second down 7 for U of H. Fake the handoff. Chris looking to throw. Now looking to run. And Trevon Maai pulls him down. What a play. A 1-yard gain to the 29. Almost a one-arm tackle by Trevon Maai. Let's go down to Ricky.
Great play.
Just had a mile to run. Woo. All our defensive backs had their back to the ball at the time, running with receivers. He would have easily picked up the first down on that one and more.
And you can tell, John, they worked on that this week, disengaging.
So 3rd down and 6 for the Cougars from their own 29. Opening possession, third quarter. Bears lead at 17-7. Chris passes over the middle. It is caught and then surrounded. Baylor stripping at the ball, can't get it out, but it is a first down out to the 36-yard line. That's the big tight end, Malik Carr. I don't think we've called his name tonight. Big target there, 6'6", 265, senior, transfer from Michigan State.
Yeah, just an easy read for Chris. I mean, he never looked anywhere else. Malik Carr just went from right to left, right over the middle, turns around right past that first down marker. Nice easy throw, nice easy catch.
He's a big dude. Now in a slot to the right side on this play. New set of downs, handoff, and it is Sanford with the carry. A yard at the most. Matt Jones again on the tackle for the Bears.
Yeah, they run, this is a new phase. We call that, the old Washington teams call it counter trade.
Yeah.
You're pulling two linemen, the guard and tackle backside, left to right or right to left. That running back delays and goes behind him. Big John Riggins, Ricky's old buddy, that has many stories to tell. He made that a big play, but that's what the Houston's running, and now they go empty with Chris. Got to watch the quarterback draw.
All right, watch
quarterback
this play.
blitz.
Second down and 9. Blitz is coming.
Jailbreak.
Pass over the middle is caught. Watch out. 40, 45, 50, 45. Out of bounds on the near side is Stephon Johnson. Boy, they caught the Bears in a blitz, and the quick pass over the middle, and Johnson, very fleet of foot, ran it all the way to the 30, where do you think I spotted? 36-yard line.
Yeah, that's the perfect call, John. They had, once again, Lorando Johnson on a cat blitz, corner blitz. Caught Baylor in that blitz. They run a jailbreak screen. That's a receiver, works from his left inside, has linemen in front of him, and that's a great play by Devin Lemire to limit that gain.
Actually spotted at the 43, a 36-yard gain. Next play, handoff, Stacy Sneed. Sneed down at the 39. So a 4-yard carry there by Sneed. Well, that big pass play, catching the Bears on the blitz. Maybe the biggest play of the night for U of H.
Yeah, I just think Coach Aranda, I think bringing the corners, I don't think he's going to have to blitz as much with his outside guys, just maybe his backers. Make sure he keeps an eye on Chris.
Second down and 6, handoff to Sneed. Smallish back, looking for room, kind of hiding behind his blockers down at the 38-yard line.
It's going to be third down and about 4 or 5, John. But right now, I just think with Chris, what you want to do is you want to keep eyes on. So when you keep an eyes on, that means I'm playing a lot of 2-deep, 3-deep zone. So just in case he runs, I need to have guys reacting back to him, make him process zone coverage. When you blitz, that forces you into man. Right now, they have a 2-by-1 set. He has his big Malik Carr to his left. Baylor's going to play zone, so Malik Carr, look for him.
Chris looking to throw. Deep ball, center of the field. Ball's in the air. It is batted down. There are no flags. And it looks Caden Jenkins was there on pass coverage for the Bears. That is the area that Coach Aranda has talked about a lot as being the area that needs the most improvement, playing the ball when it's in the air.
Yeah, John, and Caden, I thought Caden did a great job on that. I'm not sure where Ricky is. We'll come to him after this play as they're going to line up to go for 4th and 5. But Caden stayed outside. The ball was in the air. He didn't feel the need to grab. He went and played the ball, so no call. 4th and 5.
Check in with Ricky after this play. U of H last in the league, 34.6% on 4th down conversions. Chris, pressure, watch out. He's looking to run, and it's going to be close. I think he got it. Whoa, he did. He just barely got it. Zion Chris converts on 4th down and 5, and the Cougar drive is still alive.
Yeah, John, I'm almost to the mindset that when they go empty, that's the challenge. When they go empty, that means he's probably thinking quarterback draw is his first option. He's going to look for man-to-man outside, try to get a fade or something. But on 4th and 4, I'll probably just have my linebackers wait on it. But nevertheless, that's a good run by Chris. Barely makes it. 1st down and 10.
At the 33-yard line of Baylor. And off to Sanford. Starts slowly on the left side. Comes back right. Now turns on the Jets and nowhere to go. He is tackled there by Jacob Redding. Jacob Redding, we visited with him on the postgame show last week. He just continues to get more and more snaps in that linebacker spot. There's a quick snap by U of H.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement up there,
They
John.
weren't set, were they?
No, they weren't.
False start. Number 6 in the offense. Never got fully set. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
You know, they've been slow snapping the ball all night. Now all of a sudden they try to go a little tempo and they get caught, and it'll cost them 5.
Yeah, and that's just teams aren't either you're an up-tempo or mixed-tempo team or you're not, and Houston's not right now. I know they're trying to get there. Right now they're not there, so when you go fast, a lot of times guys aren't ready, and that's just a miscue. Now it's 2nd and 11, and now I would expect Coach Aranda on that just to play a little zone coverage, keep eyes on, try to put them in 3rd and long.
2nd down 11 for U of H. Line of scrimmage is the 34. Pressure again on Chris. Watch out, looking to break free, and the Bears have him on the ground at the 30. That was really a good job by Chris to avoid the sack. Keaton Thomas leads the way. Trevin Ma'ai in on that tackle. It was a 4-yard gain by Chris.
Yeah, he shouldn't have got that many yards. That just shows what kind of athlete Chris is. I mean, he's a huge athlete. I mean, he did a dead leg fake on one of the Baylor linemen, and he lost him. So now you're 3rd and about 7. And right here, the question is, will Coach Aranda bring pressure to try to put him into making a quick decision, or at least had to put a lot of bodies around him? They're showing blitz right now.
3rd down and 7 from the 30-yard line. Chris looking to throw. Has a lot of time in the pocket. Now looks to run. Nowhere to go, and the Bears get him on the ground.
He's a
1,
strong
2,
runner.
3, 4, 5 Baylor defenders around him. He is strong. 6'3", 210-pound sophomore. Devin Bobby was in on that tackle. Trevin Ma'ai. Who else was in there? Garmin Randolph was in on that tackle for the Bears. So stop him short. It is 4th down coming up. It is 4th down and 6, and they'll set up for a field goal.
This kicker struggled a little bit, John. 0 of 2 from 30 to 39. And this will be actually about a 46-yarder. 47? 47, thanks, Jeff.
47-yarder, kicking left to right. Good snap, good hold. The kick has plenty of leg, and the kick is no good. He missed it. What'd he do, Ricky? Pushed it left?
Wide left. It was plenty long. That could have been good from 55 if it would have been straight. But it was clearly wide left. The Bears get a break there.
Wow.
Hold on 4th down, force the kick, get the ball turned over back at their 30-yard line.
Yeah.
So good field position for the first drive here.
So a missed 44-yard field goal by U of H, and the score remains 17-7. Baylor on top. Timeout on the field. We'll step aside and be right back. 8:15 to play. 3rd quarter. Baylor 17, Houston 7. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Jeff Haas Mazda and the Baylor Bears both know what it takes to be number one. Hard work, determination, commitment. The #1 Mazda dealer in Texas, Jeff Haas Mazda, is inviting all the Baylor Bear fans listening to visit us for hard-hitting deals on every new Mazda in stock, with fresh inventory hitting the ground daily. And every new Mazda comes with our Jeff Haas Advantage plan. Plus, your trade is now worth more than ever. We're buying all makes and models. Get our best cash offer in minutes. Jeff Haas Mazda on the Katy Freeway.
#1 based on 2021 sales and stock volume in the Gulf region.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one stop for a wide range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the appointment of a receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business-related issues, we are your community firm. Whether you're planning for the future, navigating a probate, or managing a business, our experienced team is ready to guide you every step of the way. Trust us to provide the legal support you need. Call today. 406-641-BUTZ. That's 406-641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Football Football brought to you in part by Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut and Baylor have partnered to bring you the Book It Bear program, rewarding students with a free personal pan pizza for reaching individual reading goals. Back to play after the missed field goal by Houston. Bears beginning at their own 29-yard line. Handoff Bryson Washington. 3-yard gain out to the 32 on first down.
Well, now just early, you're already seeing the safeties on that. A.J. Halsey came down. Halsey, the free safety, he was downhill fast. You're starting to see when that ball goes in the belly of the back, those safeties are starting to get in the action. You want to see more of that.
Second down, 7 for the Bears. Sawyer Robertson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, and he is sacked. Back at the 20-yard line. Who got to him? Jamal Morris, the middle linebacker, the transfer from Oklahoma. Jamal Morris gets the sack of Sawyer Robertson. That is the first sack tonight by U of H.
Yeah, what they did, I mean, they brought the linebackers. The linebacker, Jamal Morris, saw that Bryson Washington was going to stay back there, so that's just a delayed blitz. So now if you're Sawyer, you don't want to give up. Remember, every ending the possession of kick is important. Got a 2-by-2 set. Right now they're going to play umbrella coverage. What you're going to do is check this ball down, maybe get it to Bryson underneath, maybe see if he can make a couple guys miss, pick up a couple blocks.
Third down, 17. Watch out, pressure from behind, and down he goes on back-to-back plays. That time he was caught from behind. Didn't see the man coming in. Let's go down to Ricky.
Guys, Sawyer nearly lost that one. He didn't see the defender coming. He hit his right arm, but he happened to pin it against Sawyer's jersey, or he would have lost that ball. That would have been a huge turnover inside the 20-yard line.
You know, that one right there, Sawyer has to be cognizant. He's has a 3-down, 3-man rush. Actually, they showed 4. But, John, he has to go ahead and step up quicker because he has a fast guy. Fugar is trying to keep that speed guy from getting him. If he steps up quicker, they can loop around. Baylor's going to punt this way.
Travion McCutcheon is the man who got the sack on the back-to-back sacks. Here's a huge punt by Palmer Williams. Makai Muse at the 25.
There you go.
Flag is down. Muse is down. Returned it out to the 38. Let's check and see what that flag will be. How about a 57-yard punt by Baylor's Palmer Williams?
Yeah, that's a great punt, but Corey Gordon had outside leverage. He had his position. That was his responsibility. Number 12 on the hold.
During the return, holding. Number 12 on the return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, it's a great
Immediate
punt
timeout
there as we get ready for this break, John. But Corey Gordon did his job. His job is outside contained. He was outside, got grabbed by Lonnie Carter really late, and picked up those extra yards. So this ball's going to be pushed back at the 20.
Micah Gifford made the tackle for the Bears on special teams. Houston has the ball back. Baylor leads 17-7. Third quarter, our coverage continues after this word from your local station.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy H-E-B app to start prepping for game day right away.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco. Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
First Central Credit Union invites you to join our team. Game strategy, earn 5% APY on your money. Enjoy ATM fee refunds and the ability to make deposits 24/7 at our ATMs. You can earn interest and have access to your money. Suit up in a free new member t-shirt. Join our team today at firstcentralcu.com. Everything we do for you. Sick 'em, Bears.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. APY annual percentage yield. Member NCUA.
Stay in the
idea.
Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and designed to protect your most important asset, your brain. Q-Collar is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears, When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Houston, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Houston takes over at their own 20. Here's a blitz coming on Zion Chris. Pass upfield is incomplete. Knocked down by Lorando Snacks Johnson. Boy, that was a flurry of activity on that play as the Bears were coming hard, blitzing on Zion Chris.
John, that's what you want to see. You saw they brought a little motion left to right, trying to identify if it's man or zone. They figured, hey, it's zone because they didn't see the Baylor defender chase him across. And Baylor brought a linebacker blitz and ran and had a major collision right in front of Zion Chris. I think that distracted him. 2nd and 10.
Tyler Jordan's in there, the defensive end for the Bears. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hand off to Sanford. Sanford tries to duck under a tackle. He's a smallish guy, listed at 5'9", 185. He's from Harker Heights, played in Central Texas. 3-yard gain on that play. So 3rd down and 7 for U of H. They hustled to the line of scrimmage, but then hold things up from there.
And John, right now, they took his big tight end off the field. It's 3rd down and 7. Last time they had a really good target for him right over the middle. And now they replaced him. And let's see if he tries to work that middle. That's where he feels most comfortable. Empty backfield.
Empty backfield. Here's the play. 3rd down and 7. Pass over the middle. This one is caught. And that's enough for a 1st down. He hit Mekhi Muse with the 1st down catch. Muse, their leading receiver on the year. That one good for 8-9 yards out to the 32.
Yeah, that's where he's most comfortable. You can see clear. If I'm coach, I know the temptation is to bring backers, but I think if he sees bodies in the middle of the field where he likes to throw it, he gets hesitant. And Baylor brought a little delayed blitz. Running back block. Backer blitz.
Snap back to Chris. Run. Off right tackle. And Sanford is down at the 37-yard line. Not a bad 5 yards on 1st down by Rashawn Sanford.
Yeah, the offense for Houston, they're finding a few things. It seems like they had 57 yards at half. Now they're already up to 125. So they found a little something that works for them. And most offenses do. You'd expect you to find something. So now the Baylor defense just kind of has to maybe change up the tendency a little bit. Empty backfield.
2nd and 5 for U of H. Chris, short pass underneath. It's incomplete. And then nearly decapitated.
Yeah.
Devin Williams, he's from Temple High School. Transfer from Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
Keith Thomas nearly decapitated him. Catch not held on to. It's 3rd down and 5.
Well, they have him listed as 6'1", 190, but he came inside. He saw Keaton Thomas. And when he saw Keaton Thomas, when you got a quarterback that, kind of doesn't have what I call some, throw intelligence to sit you down, yeah, he didn't go in there with the full fervor. This is 3rd down about 6. Look for him to look right over the middle. He does have his tight end, Malik Carr, right in the backfield with him.
Snead in the backfield. Snead gets the carry. Counter play. He's got the 1st down out across the 42. So Houston's starting to make some gains in the ground game. Vontae Tesno in there at the defensive front for the Bears. Cooper Lands is in. Trey Wilson is in the defensive front for Baylor.
Well, that's disheartening I know Coach Aranda. It's 3rd down about 5 or 6 against an offense that's struggling. They run they just kind of run a delayed give, and he picks up 6-7 yards, and just want to get your offensive ball back.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Zion Chris. Whoa, that's got to be a penalty. Dumps it off underneath. Here's another penalty. Snead makes the catch, running down the near sideline. We saw that illegal block. It's pretty obvious, but then there was a 2nd flag. Are there 2 fouls coming, or it's 2 flags on the same, or there's 3 out there?
Yeah, it's 3. I think one of them.
Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Yeah, they were all the same call.
Everybody saw it. It was so obvious.
Yeah. He got one last little snatch, and that's usually what happens when typically when it was a pass play in which he's looking inside or whatever, but I mean, or even a run play inside. If that ball bounces outside, that's when you normally get that last snatch. But now it's going to be first down and 20.
Ball back to the 32-yard line. So first down and 20 for U of H. Empty backfield. Zion Chris fires it down the line. That pass is caught. And to the 35, to the 40, still on his feet, to the 45, to the 50. The Bears can't make the tackle. He's got a first down.
That's a first down.
Oh, just 1 yard short, so a 19-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, it's just sloppy football there. I mean, that's one where you just got a quick wide receiver screen. I mean, they've shown you that they're not going to really try to be too aggressive down the field, so Zion Chris just throws it out to the flat. His receiver just takes a step, turns around, he catches the ball, catches a few blocks, and then he breaks 6 tackles, and now it's second down and 1.
That was Stephon Johnson with the catch, and heck of a run after the catch. 19-yard gain, second and 1. Zion Chris fires it over the middle, bobbled and caught. That's the tight end, Malik Carr. They blew the whistles. Carr to the 35, and that's a first down. Boy, he sort of juggled that one and had the opportunity. Nobody hit him. And so regained possession of the ball, and it's a first down to the 33.
And what you have is you have an offense, you know, sometimes they hold stuff back, but eventually they find a rhythm and things that will work, which is why you want to put a gap where you have a chance. And now this University of Houston offense is finding the inside, the middle of the field, double pass.
John Chris passes it down the line. Here's a throw back to the quarterback. He's got it at the 30, gets past Big E, and he's down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, you could see it coming with the double pass. Ricky, run well by U of H, their most serious scoring threat of the night.
Yeah, you don't normally see one throw that far back across the field. That thing was airborne. Plenty of time for somebody to get there. Just did not recognize that play. Houston was fortunate on that, but it worked out for them. Now they've got first and 10, 12.
So the lateral down the line to the left, the throw back to Chris, the quarterback to the right. It is first and 10 at the 12-yard line. Snap to Chris. He's looking to run this one. Big E will have nothing of that. Linus Noel wraps him up and plants him in the turf. We'll see where they spot it. I think they'll spot it right at the 12.
Yeah, you know, they're going to run him a lot, and Chris doesn't have it. He caught it. He just does the delay. It's a quarterback counter is all it is, and Big E was sitting in that A-gap waiting on him for the counter run from right to left. But, you know, Houston was they're trying to stay bowl eligible, get to bowl eligibility, and they're going to throw everything at you, double pass. Now Baylor has opportunity. His team doesn't have a bunch of touchdown makers, but you got to keep them out here. Second and 10.
Rayshawn Stanford in the backfield. Zion Chris looking to throw. Passes underneath to Sanford, and he is down at the 40-yard line. Tyler Jordan on the tackle for the Bears. Rando Johnson in on that tackle. They'll spot it at the 5. So now it's not a first down. No, it's third and what about 3?
About 3, John. And they can't get a first down. This is the end of the quarter.
It is just wow,
running by.
That whole quarter was pretty much dominated by Houston with the ball. Into the third quarter from Houston, our score. Baylor 17, Houston 7. Cougars driving. They're at the Baylor 6. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey Baylor fans, group experiences are back for the 2024 football season. Fans can purchase exclusive experiences online and on the Baylor Sports app. Baylor football experiences and
Sure. Yeah. No more. Yeah, I was just noticed that. I was like, that's not a big deal. We usually run out, so.
Bash, and so much more. There's limited availability, so purchase your experience today at BaylorBears.com/group experiences or the Baylor Sports app to lock in your one-of-a-kind game day experience today.
This season, beat the holiday rush and shop Astound.com for bigger deals, bigger savings, and bigger internet. For a limited time, get Astound Internet for only $20 a month for 2 years. Plus, add 5G unlimited Astound Mobile free for 12 months. Our award-winning fiber-powered internet can handle it all. Faster streaming, better gaming, and secure online shopping. Lock in bigger savings than ever before at Astound.com. Restrictions apply. See Astound.com for details.
The Black Friday sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco has huge savings. Get a 2024 Wagoneer or Grand Wagoneer Series 3 and get a whopping dealer discount of $15,000 plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. That's right, 3.9 for 72 months. Or drive off in a 24 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland or Limited 4XE and save $12,000 plus see if you qualify for $7,500 federal tax deduction. Hurry, only at Allen Samuels in Waco during the Black Friday sales event. First responders get an extra $500.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Looking to connect with Baylor alums in your area? Baylor alumni can help. Looking to host a watch party in your city? Baylor alumni can get you started. Want to step out in your community and serve with other alums? Baylor alumni is your connection with the university and each other. Let's get started. Learn how at baylor.edu/alumni.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Bear Football brought to you in part by Toyota. Baylor fans, enter for your chance to win a 2025 Toyota Tundra in the Tundra Game Day giveaway. Visit GulfStatesToyota.com to find out more. Toyota, proud partner of Baylor Athletics. JJ, how about some of the third quarter stats? A quarter dominated by Houston.
Well, John, they come out and they have the ball second and first and about, third down and about 3 yards. They've run 24 plays for 120 yards in the third quarter. Baylor only ran 3 plays for a negative 11 yards, so not much action for Baylor as U of H lines up here for its 25th play of the second half.
They've got third down and 3 from the 6. Pressure on Chris. Hit as he throws. Pass is too long. Incomplete. Matt Jones was there first. Jackie Marshall got there, applying the pressure and rushing the throw of Zion Chris. So it's fourth down. They're at the 6-yard line. They're going to bring their kicker in, down 17-7. Fourth and 4. Okay.
Yeah, fourth. They have to go ahead and try to kick this, John. I think you got to watch the fake here. So I'm kick safe, not trying to block it. But they make it a one-score game if you bang this through. It's 17-7.
Kicker is Jack Martin, the senior, the Alabama transfer. Kicking from the 14-yard line, a 24-yard attempt is good. So the Cougars' first points of the night from their offense. Their previous 7 was a pick 6 back in the first quarter. And with a 14:52 to play in the fourth quarter, our new score, Baylor 17, Houston 10. We're back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof.
Take that.
Be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers.
And that's the difference in coaches, too.
Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to start prepping for game day right away.
Hey football fans, Kyle Sotrano here with George's Restaurant Bar and Catering to invite you to experience game days with George's this season. Join us at George's before or after the game for some signature Big O cocktails. Now come watch every second unfold on our 200-inch TV screens. Hosting a tailgater party? Let George's cater with our party packaging meals, perfect for feeding your crew. Swing by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at either of our locations. George's number 1 at 1925 Spade Avenue or George's number 2 at 1201 Hewitt Drive. And make plans to try out Jorge's Cantina this season, the latest addition to the George's family, with authentic Mexican cuisine, fresh seafood, and tequila cocktails galore. Come see for yourself and sick 'em Bears.
First Central Credit Union is cheering for the Bears. Our team advantages are 5% APY free reward checking. Enjoy ATM free refunds and be on the winning side with direct deposits 2 days early. Huddle up with First Central to make deposits 24/7 at our ATMs and suit up in a free new member t-shirt. Visit online at firstcentralcu.com. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. APY equals annual percentage yield. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
13 plays, 74-yard scoring drive by Houston. 6:13 off the clock. Culminates in the 24-yard field goal by Jack Martin, but it is 3, not 7. So the Bears lead by 7. 17-10 over Houston. 14:52 on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Houston kind of struggling here, John, but they've done what they've done. They've turned this into a four-quarter game. Shortened the game. Baylor 17 points, only ran 3 plays in that third quarter. This is a huge drive for the Bears. First, special teams, make sure they kick this ball.
Kick is away. It'll be returnable for Jamal Bell. Comes up, takes it at the 6. Up the numbers on the near side, up the hash. He's to the 25. He's just shy of the 30-yard line. That guy's electric. You know, every time he has a chance to return it, you got to think he's got a chance to take it all the way. Very NFL-like timeout after the kick. We'll step aside. 14:45 to play. Fourth quarter. 17-10. Bears lead the Cougars on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, tell me about Toyotathon.
Well, from now until January 6th is the perfect time to get a new Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more.
Oh, how exciting! So what can you do in a new Toyota this holiday season?
With a new RAV4, you can go snowboarding with your friends.
I love dashing through the snow.
Take a Camry to a tree lighting ceremony.
Sounds merry and bright.
Or even load up the family in a Highlander to go ice skating.
What a jolly good time. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas? After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Florida? I'm there.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2025 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
If you need a trailer, Flat Rock Trailers has got you covered. From light-duty single-axle utility trailers to the Big Tex tandem duals. We also carry a full line of enclosed cargo trailers. Need a motorcycle trailer? We've got them. Need a dump trailer? We've got the largest selection in the state. Oil field trailers? We carry a full line of Big Tex trailers to handle all your needs. Trailer repairs? We repair all makes and models. We'll even rent you a trailer if you need to use one for a day. Flat Rock Trailers, your #1 source for all your trailer needs. Find us at flatrocktrailers.com.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Bear Football brought to you by Antone's. Antone's famous Po' Boys, a proud sponsor of Baylor Athletics. They started right here in Houston. You can get them at McLean Stadium also. Antone's original Po' Boys made with recipes that haven't changed since 1962. Thanks to Craig Lieberman. He fixed us up here in the booth with some of those shrimp po' boys for the game tonight, thanks to Antone's. Here we go. Bears begin from their own 30-yard line. Sawyer Robertson rolls out to the left side and opts to just throw that one into the Baylor bench area.
Yeah, that's one where, I mean, I think it's a smart play by Sawyer. That's one, I think if he's 100%, you just on first down and 10, you know, they've been driving the ball. You just think, you know, maybe you're outside, go ahead and run it. Get 3 or 4 yards, 2, 3, 4 yards, keep that clock running. But now you're second down and 10. And this is typically a traditional pass play with Bryson Washington. This could definitely be a run play.
3 receivers left, including Michael Trigg, who's having a big night. Josh Cameron wide right. Sawyer Robertson steps up, now looking to run, and he's pulled down at the 30-yard line. No gain on the play. There's that big defensive front by Houston, Anthony Holmes. Anthony Holmes made the tackle, the sophomore out of Houston Westfield.
That's what happens if you don't get any yards on first down. Now all of a sudden the way they rush is different. But now it's third down and 10. This is a big one. If you're Sawyer, you just want to try to work that middle of the field again.
Snap back to Sawyer Robertson. Passes near sideline, incomplete. Josh Cameron, the intended receiver. He was covered up by Johnny Carter. And the Bears on 4th down and 10 will have to punt it away from their own 30. Baylor still in the second half, minus 11 yards of offense.
Yeah, and I think everything offense is rhythm, and Baylor didn't have any rhythm. That's why I thought on first down when Sawyer, when he gets a little bit more experience, what he'll learn is it's 1st and 10, I get outside the pocket. I don't have anything. There's no need to throw that ball away. You're up by 7, keep that clock running, just run it, get 3 or 4 yards, and now you're 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, and it's a different call by the Houston defense. Nevertheless, Baylor's going to punt this ball away now, and that defense is going to be called on to make a few plays.
Good snap back to Palmer. Williams boots it away. This one returnable.
That's a penalty.
And the officials, did he signal fair catch and then ran with it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think what he did, I mean, he did kind of one of these.
Yeah,
right. He
kind of not
like
raising his arm up, just kind of sideways.
Right,
yeah.
kind of sideways.
Right. Wow. Well, we will keep it right here. There's another timeout on the field. Cougars have the ball back. Bears, Ricky, Bears looking for, like JJ said, a little rhythm here in the second half offensively.
Yeah, I agree. On the first down, Sawyer should have just tucked it. I think he could have probably made 2 or 3 yards, keep the clock running, just have some momentum, not be 2nd and 10. This offense now is pressuring themselves. They've not been able to amount to anything offensively as far as yards. You said it's 11, and when you do that, we've talked about confidence game. Right now, they're not playing with confidence offensively.
Yeah, and part of that, John, as you think through as we go through this break, is that, you know, Bryson was driving the whole the buggy. You know, the running game was. You had 110, 112 yards of rushing. And right now, because U of H has changed their pressure, they changed the run blitzes. Baylor hadn't been able to run the ball. You only run 6 plays after half, so there's no rhythm. Whereas Houston has run, I think, 25 or 26 plays after half. It's a huge disparity. So what you have to do here defensively, they've had some chance to get off the field, is they have to figure out to try to get their offense a few more plays.
During this timeout, let's hear from Willie Fritz, the first-year head coach for the Houston Cougars. He and the team knows they have to win tonight and next week to reach bowl eligibility.
I'm sure it has. You know, I don't talk about it much. I just want to play as good as we can against Baylor. That's all I'm worried about. And just like last week, I want to play as good as we possibly could against that opponent. You know, I think if you're looking ahead or you're looking in the rear view mirror, you're probably not going to have all the success that you want to have. So, you know, this is a really good team that's on a good roll right now. They're playing excellent on offense. They're doing a good job on defense, being opportunistic, really good in the kicking game. It's a really good overall team, and we're going to have to go out and play really well Saturday night. You know, we're going to have to play like we've done, you know, in some ball games this year. We're going to have to do that Saturday.
It's Willie Fritz, first-year head coach here at Houston, Pittsburgh State grad, had great success really everywhere he's gone, at Blinn Junior College, at Georgia Southern, at Sam Houston. He coached Brian Bell at Sam Houston. Brian was his quarterback there. And then at Tulane, now here to the University of Houston. He got Tulane an AAC title and a Cotton Bowl win at Tulane. So great success really everywhere he's gone. Houston with the ball back after the Baylor kick. Take over at the 28-yard line. Zion Chris takes the snap. He'll hand it off. Running right, 2-yard gain. It's a new back with the carry there.
Yeah, that's what we used to call
Butler with the carry.
Yeah, Butler on the carry. We used to get a little squeeze and scrape. You have that defensive end, Garmin Randolph. He squeezes, makes that quarterback hand it off on that zone read. Matt comes outside. He comes at it. They switch gaps, basically. He takes the C, he takes that outside. Let him pull it.
2-yard gain to the 30, 2nd and 8. Fake the handoff. Zion Chris looking to throw. Flares it out near side to Butler. Butler is wrestled down to the ground by Keaton Thomas for no gain at the 30-yard line.
That's a big play by Keaton Thomas. Keaton Thomas playing his responsibility. Chris wanted to go high-low. He had a check down by his running back to his left. He had a corner route behind it. It's a great play by the Baylor secondary to take away the corner route, make him check it down. And then once he checks it down, we've seen a lot of missed tackles. Well, not Keaton Thomas on that play. Keaton comes out, he wraps him up, needs some help. But now you have a 3rd down at about 7. And U of H on 3rd down, 3 of 9 on the afternoon.
So here's a big play right here. 3rd down and 8. Snap back to Chris. A lot of time in the pocket. Rolling right. Keaton Thomas is chasing. Keaton Thomas has him. He'll throw it away in the grasp of Keaton Thomas. That'll bring up 4th down and 8. The pressure by Thomas on quarterback Zion Chris.
And Ricky, that's huge because Keaton Thomas made 2 plays there where they had broken tackles, but that way he holds on.
Well, he did, and the thing he did there was wrap up. This quarterback can really hurt you, and he wrapped up. Worst case, you get up, you make the tackle. Best case, he throws it away, you're sacked, forced him to throw it away. Punt here on 4th and 8.
So punt coming for U of H. Punt is away, Josh Cameron. It's a short punt. Josh is going to back away from it. Houston will dive on top of it at the 21-yard line. And the Bears have the ball back. 12:29 to play, 4th quarter. Baylor leading U of H 17-10.
John, right here, I think this is where Baylor can probably put a stranglehold on the game.
First down, Baylor.
They've struggled offensively. Now you got Bryson back in the game. I think you got to put the ball in the belly of Bryson. Tell him, hey, look, we're through playing games, offensive line. Bryson, we're going to give you the ball and turn the game over to you. We're going to play off that. So let's see what Coach Spavital has in place. But this is 12:29 to go, 17-10 lead. This is when you prove if you're ready to take a game away.
Not the 21, but the 26 is where the Bears begin this possession. Sawyer Robertson will give to Bryson Washington. He is gang tackled after a 1-yard gain. Out to the 27, maybe the 27 and a half for Bryson Washington. Check his numbers tonight now. 18 carries for 81 yards this evening.
And that's okay. I mean, that didn't seem like much, but you know what? The pressure's down Houston. The clock's ticking. Right? They don't play fast. Baylor's 2nd down and that's actually 2 yards, 8 now instead of 2nd down and 10 or whatever. So I'm going to hand it to him again. He's going to get 2 or 3 more yards. Then we got a 3rd and about 6.
See if that happens. Sawyer Robertson will look to throw. Pass, flat, right side, caught by Ashton Hawkins, 45, and surrounded and down across midfield at the U of H 48-yard line. Boy, he set down in an open space, about 15 yards upfield on the right flat, and Sawyer Robertson hit him between the numbers.
Well, if you don't give it to Bryson, like I said, you throw it like Coach Spavital said out to Ashton. Ashton did a great job, veteran move, sitting down in the void to Sawyer's right. Sawyer saw him, nice easy throw.
24-yard gain on the play. Bears in positive numbers offensively in the second half. Handoff Bryson Washington. Moves the pile forward. He's to the 41 of Houston. That is a 7-yard carry by Bryson Washington, getting ever closer to another 100-yard gain.
And see, now all of a sudden things settle down. You give the ball to Bryce, he gets 7 yards. Now you can do anything you want. You can bet right now they're going to bring a little pressure downhill at you.
2nd down and 3 for the Bears. Washington again. Hits the hole right up the middle. Houston scrapping at the ball. He's got both arms wrapped around it. He's got the 1st down at the 37. Let's go down to Ricky.
Hey, guys, we talked about Houston holding 5 opponents under 100 yards rushing. The Bears had at least 10, 20 in the first half.
Right.
They're down to 97, and that's just because of sacks and this pass rush that Houston has had. So it's good that they've established this run again with Bryson Washington.
That's a good point. Run the ball, you got a chance to win against anybody you play. Sawyer Robertson pressured, steps up, flag down. He'll throw it away.
Yeah, it's on Trigg. It's going to be a hold, John. It's going to be a hold. Baylor trying to do a little, kind of trying to get Sawyer outside, and that's a huge penalty.
Holding. Offense number 1. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah,
holding the big Keith Cooper, the Tulane transfer, the defensive end.
Yeah, they're trying to get Trigg to kind of, get him sealed inside. And Sawyer was going to look to his right and then spin back to his left and get outside. And Trigg was trying to get him turned, and he couldn't. And that official, that referee right behind there saw that. So now all of a sudden, you get this penalty. The only good news is still 1st down. And what you do now is you're just trying to get in position for a field. That's all the thing you're thinking here. So I'm thinking Bryson on a screen pass, swing pass, maybe even hand it to him.
Here we go, 1st down at 20 for the Bears. Bryson Washington up the middle, hit hard, but he gets about 7 of it to the 40-yard line. Boy, and we've seen it before. We saw it at West Virginia. Bryson Washington can hit that hole and just pop it, and then he's gone all the way to the end zone. He could do that on any play.
He can, John, which is why you want to hand it to him. And then also the other thing, time is your friend right now. Time is your friend, and what you want to do is, hey, well, we're going to put time pressure on you, force you to hopefully bring a safety into the box. 2-by-1 set.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Bears. Washington again, minimal gain here right up the middle.
And that was a play right there, John, where that's what Houston said. Hey, look, you're getting in territory where you may score. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Kentrell Webb, my strong safety. I'm bringing him down towards the box. He's the one that made the tackle at the line of scrimmage, which is a safety involved. Now I'm 3rd down at about, let's say, 12 yards. So now if I'm Sawyer, I'm thinking I got to be able to also run this ball. So I'm going to look to see if I got a one-on-one matchup. I do have Trigg to my right. I got Cameron to my right. I'm working that side. If not, I'm running it to see if I can pick it up. 3rd down 12.
3rd down 12 for the Bears. Houston fans making noise. Washington in the backfield. Sawyer Robertson in the shotgun. And a timeout is called.
Had to. Yep. Clock was about
to run out of time. Baylor calls.
Offense, number 13, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Guess they didn't get the timeout.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that coach maybe didn't burn it. Because I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised. Typically, the one of your coaches on the sideline, and usually probably Coach Aranda is the only one authorized to call the timeout, right? But I'm thinking you may burn it, just to save the yardage, because if you get 7, 8 more yards, you can sign up for a field goal. This way, man, lengthens. You probably need at least 10 yards to get in field goal range. So right here, they're going to change the set. Trigg to his left, Cameron to his right. Ashton Hawkins goes right to left. He's trying to get Cameron one-on-one to the right. Houston's going to give it to him.
It's 3rd down and 17 for the Bears. Swinging out to Bryson Washington on the right side. No room to run. He is tackled after a 1-yard gain to the 43. So it'll be 4th down and 16 for the Bears. Boy, a field goal from here would be,
you punt this,
you got to punt it away.
Yeah.
It's almost in no man's land, but it's too far for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, and on that one, I think, Bryson made an error. Cameron had actually sealed the corner inside. I think if Bryson gets outside, he may pick up 7 or 8 more yards. He's not going to get the 1st down, but he tried to get inside and beat it. Baylor's going to have to punt this ball away. That's how big that 5 yards was.
Yeah. Palmer Williams will try to pin him deep. Nice high punt. Mekhi Muse lets it go by. Nice coverage by Baylor. It bounces at the 6. And then kept out of the end zone. Jeff, who was that? Great play there by Baylor that'll pin Houston at their own 4-yard line. That was on special teams for the Bears. Jacob Redding called his name a couple of times tonight. So Houston has the ball, but they begin at their own 4-yard line. 7.5 minutes to play. 7:32 to be exact. Baylor leading 17-10 in the 4th quarter. 39-yard punt, no return. Great coverage by Baylor. Timeout on the field. We will keep it right here. Remind you that Bears back home next Saturday hosting Kansas. Senior Day at McLean Stadium. Now, Baylor students, JJ, are off all week for Thanksgiving. Hope a good number of them will come back and support Baylor football in the regular season finale. But hopeful of a good crowd there on Senior Day for this team that has played so very well in the second half of the season.
Well, I think it was smart by the administration giving them a whole week off.
You like
5
that?
days at home with your parents, you'll want to go back to class.
They'll want to come back.
Back to campus, John. So by Saturday, you're good.
What are you saying? Sound like your boys have been home recently.
Well, I mean, my youngest will be home, but they don't get out until, I think, Wednesday.
Right,
so,
right.
After 5 days home with mom and dad, you be ready to go.
Hey, how about this? Today is an anniversary of sorts. Houston football, November 23rd, 1968. So 56 years ago today,
wow. Okay.
They won a game over Tulsa. They scored 100 points in the game. That was the 100-6 Houston win over Tulsa. It was a 24-0 game at halftime, but the Cougars on probation just poured it on, scored 49 points in the 4th quarter. Larry Gatlin scored the next to last touchdown for the Cougars in that game. He got him to 93 points.
Well, I'll tell you,
Larry Gatlin.
I'm
yes.
trying to think. That was the old, I guess when they had the run and shoot days.
68, you think?
No, I don't think they were run and shoot back then, but
And on the Tulsa team, Dr. Phil. What's his name? Dr. Phil McGraw. He was on the Tulsa team.
Oh, wow.
Ricky.
Hey, guys, the clock's a factor now. 7:32 to go in this game. Houston 96 yards away from the score. You force them to punt here, get the ball back. You should get decent position, particularly if you make them go 3 and out here. You'll come away with great field position and the clock in your favor.
Yeah, this is normally when a team does one or two things. They may be confident to simplify things, maybe try to see if they get man-to-man on the edge and just throw a fade route. Easy read for the quarterback.
Here we go from their own 4-yard line. Chris in the end zone in the shotgun, hands the ball off. Run it out to the 10-yard line is Rayshawn Sanford.
Yeah, they're able to seal. They got the seal on Baylor's Davante Tizino. Once they got him sealed, him and Kyler Jordan over there, they were able to pop outside.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4 for Houston. They're at their own 10-yard line. Snap back to Chris. He's rolling right. He's looking right. Passes on the sideline. It is caught just shy of the 20-yard line and then stepping out of bounds. That is Joseph Manjack with the catch, the USC transfer. Tonight, 26th straight game with at least 1 reception. That one gets them out of the hole. They've got a first down out to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, broke tendency on that one. They sprint him out, cut the field in half. Nice, easy read for the quarterback.
1st and 10, Houston. 6:29 and counting, 4th quarter. Chris, right sideline again. Ball is intercepted. Bears got the pick, tipped up and then caught by Lorando Johnson. 2nd interception tonight by Baylor. This is a big one. They take over on Houston's side of the field with 6:22 to play.
Yeah, it's just not a good decision by the quarterback, John. Deion Chris, I mean, on that one, it was man-to-man, but it was great coverage. I think he tried to go back shoulder with Lorando in good coverage position. And the good news really was that he really played the ball knowing he had safety help behind him and caught it on the deflection. But nevertheless, Baylor's going to get this ball, John, in Houston territory at the 39-yard line with the opportunity to push this to a 2-score game.
Man, that is huge. Ricky was saying force him to punt. How about even better? Force the takeaway. Takeaways 2-1, Baylor's favor so far. Well, that's not right. 2-2, yeah. Bears take over at the 39, the Cougars 39. Pendergrass in the backfield. He gets the call, gets the carry. Right up the middle, squirts forward to the 35-yard line. 4-yard gain, and the clock now at 6 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's what I talked about the drive before. I thought the drive before was really good for Baylor. That's why that hold was huge, because you milk time, and that really doesn't help this Houston team. They're going to stop the clock here for some reason, but nevertheless, it burnt a little time. It kept Baylor defense on the sideline, gave them some rest. And now Houston's pressing a little bit, try to take a risk. Now you have Dawson Pendergrass trying to close this game out. 2nd down and 6.
Sawyer Robertson takes the snap in the shotgun, hands to Dawson Pendergrass. Pendergrass, tough running between the tackles. And finally the play is blown dead. He gets to the 32-yard line. It's about 4 yards on that play. We'll leave Baylor 3 yards short. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, but that's ugly football. You want ugly football. Baylor only 4 of 12 on 3rd down. Things really slowed down in this second half, but Dawson kind of can help make the game ugly. You hand it to him, he gets in the big pile. It's like a rugby scrum. 3rd down and 3. Houston's going to bring a run blitz here. See if Coach has the guts to give Cameron a chance.
Here's the play, give to Dawson Pendergrass, and he is down at the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, that was a really an aggressive attack by Keith Cooper Jr. What he did on that, I don't know. I mean, right now, John, this is going to be about a 40. It's going to be about a 49-yard field goal attempt, 48. It's going to be a nice long one. Yeah, and it's right there, kind of on that left hash. Work is kind of middle. He makes this is great, but this is one where Coach got to be thinking, do I go for it? But 50-yard field goal attempt.
50-yard attempt for Isaiah Hankins. Good snap, good hold. The kick is, it's good! A 50-yarder by Isaiah Hankins. And the Bears add to their lead with 4:24 to play. Now 20-10, Baylor on top of the University of Houston.
Crazy.
50-yard field goal for the Bears, their first points of the second half. Timeout on the field, 4:24 remaining. It's now Baylor 20, Houston 10. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Jeff Haas Mazda and the Baylor Bears both know what it takes to be number
Whoa.
Hard work, determination, commitment. The #1 Mazda dealer in Texas, Jeff Haas Mazda, is inviting all the Baylor Bear fans listening to visit us for hard-hitting deals on every new Mazda in stock. With fresh inventory hitting the ground,
Then we'll take that last break at the 2-minute.
comes with our Jeff Haas Advantage plan. Plus, your trade is now worth more than ever. We're buying all makes and models. Get our best cash offer in minutes. Jeff Haas Mazda on the KD Freeway.
#1 based on 2021 sales and stock volume and a Gulf region.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
This is Elise McGee with Baylor Volleyball, and this is my story. Trying to balance faith, school, and volleyball has felt at times impossible. Having people around you that point you to God and His truth, I feel, is something unique at Baylor. God surrounded me with coaches, teammates, professors, and staff that intertwine Him in our daily lives. My name is Elise McGee, and this is my Champions Tribune.
Read more Champions Tribune at BaylorBears.com.
Baylor alumni are more than 160,000 strong. When we all join hands to support our university, we don't just move the needle, we move mountains. Working together, we create
Oklahoma's up on Alabama 17-3 with 9 minutes in the third.
in the laboratory and in life for generations to come. So get connected. Get in.
Yeah, that was part of it. The last touchdown was they threw that pass straight down the line like everybody does, and Oklahoma DB just jumped it.
On the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Very modest 4-play, 6-yard drive by the Bears, minute 58 off the clock, but it culminates in a 50-yard field goal by Isaiah Hankins, his second 50-plus make of the year. His season long was 51 against Air Force. Does put the Bears up by 2 scores, though, 20-10 over Houston with 4:24 to play.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, this Houston defense, I mean, they've played well all season, John. That's the reason they're ranked up there. They're opportunistic, athletic defensive linemen. They've held this Baylor offense.
Kickoff by Jack Stone. This will be returnable by Mekhi Muse. Out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Watch out to the 30. Cuts in at the 40. He's out to the 43-yard line. And the ball popped out at the end of the play. Baylor is motioning. They may have possession of the ball. Josh White made the tackle, forced the fumble that Baylor recovers.
Is that LeVar Thornton? Is that Thornton?
Ruling on the field. It's a fumble. Covered by Baylor. First down.
It is absolutely LeVar Thornton who covers it for the Bears. Another takeaway, the third tonight by Baylor. And on the kickoff return, fumbled by Houston. Baylor recovers. They've got the ball at the Houston 43.
It definitely was a fumble, John. And I'm going to tell you who makes that play. I mean, LeVar Thornton comes up with it. Actually, somebody else causes the fumble. But I'm going to tell you, is that Preston Stone, a kickoff guy?
Jack Stone.
Jack Stone. I know, but he forces him to go back inside. So Stone does his job, forces the return runner to go back inside, and that's where the traffic was, and that's when the fumble occurred. So Stone on that didn't just kick it. He resulted in he got a hockey assist on that.
Third turnover tonight by Houston. Bears have it. Give to Bryson Washington. Run the big man. He dances his way inside the 40. 4-yard gain on that play. Bryson Washington is over 100 yards for the night. Houston calls the timeout.
Man,
Fifth game over 100 this year. Excuse me, JJ, for Bryson Washington. by a freshman. That is a new school record for a freshman 100-yard games, previously owned by Washington and Shock Linwood, who did it in 2013.
Shock man.
Shock-a-daddy.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, like, this is now, I think if you're Coach Aranda, I know he's like, it's 2-score game, let's don't help him. But I think at this point, I mean, they're going to give you a shot. The question is, does Coach feel confident enough to take a shot? You don't want to give him anything, but it's been a quiet offensive afternoon. And they're going to put a lot of bodies, John, at this line and get a lot of blitzes on the run game. I'm thinking, do I give one of my receivers, Presley's been quiet, Cameron's been quiet, do I give him a shot? I may not do it here, but this is 2nd down and 6.
From the 39-yard line of Houston, snap back to Sawyer Robertson, give to Bryson Washington. It's the hole on the right side. He is stood up and pushed backwards. Spotted at the 39, no gain. Another quick timeout by Willie Fritz. And Houston, they'll have 1 remaining. And there's 4:05 on the clock.
Second charge, timeout of the half. Houston, 30
Here in the
seconds.
4th quarter.
Yeah, he's going to burn them. And you get one of the benefits, too, for an offense it doesn't play it fast. You get him to burn those timeouts.
2024 Baylor football season presented by HEB. Here, everything's better. Also brought to you by Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut and Baylor have combined to bring you the Book It Bear program. We're rewarding students with a free personal pan pizza for reaching individual reading goals. Learn more at bookitprogram.com and read like a bear with Pizza Hut. And brought to you by Baylor Scott & White Health, the official healthcare provider of Baylor Athletics.
Let's see here, John, like the set. They got Josh Cameron, Ashton Hawkins to the right. You got Gavin Yates is in a slot to the right. Bryson Washington is to Sawyer's right as well. You do have the 2nd tight end in. Let's see here, this is set up as a run play.
3rd down and 6, give to Washington. Up the middle. He is clobbered and down at the 37, so only a 2-yard gain there. A lot of aggressiveness.
Final charge, timeout of the half. Houston,
a lot of aggression by that Houston defensive front. They use their final timeout right here. All right, guys, what do you do? It's 4th down and about 4th and 4. Ricky, what do you do from the 37-yard line?
I don't know. I'm guessing they're going to go for this. Houston has burned all 3 timeouts. They have no timeouts left. 4 minutes to go. You're up by 10. If you pick up this 1st down, the game's over. You're 2 scores up, so with that, I think maybe you go for it. If you're 1 score up, I think you punt this thing away.
Yeah, and I'm with Ricky. I think, they sent the punter out there, not sent him out there, they just showed him on the sideline, make him prepare for it. I think you go for it. I think this is a play where, since if you don't get it, both options are open. You can throw it or run it, because if you don't get it, it's going to turn over on downs anyway. So I think both options are open. So Baylor's bringing the offense out. You got Josh Cameron to the right. You kind of figured Houston's going to commit bodies to the run. So now what I'm going to do is see if I can spread them out, give Bryson. But if any time that Sawyer would run in this game, I'm thinking this would be the chance for Sawyer to run.
Here we go, 4th down and 4. Sawyer Robertson looking to throw, fires it. It is caught by Josh Cameron. Oh, is it enough? It is. It's a 1st down. He caught it at the 31. And Josh Cameron is down on the field.
Rolling on the field is a 1st down.
He slid making that catch and took a high hit.
Well, it really was John as he went down. He kind of sat down. Sawyer sat him down. But what happened is Sawyer sat him down. It's a great throw by Sawyer because, as Ricky can attest, when they bring you across the middle, it's good for the quarterback to throw that ball a little low to sit you down when bodies are coming. And at the very end, the safety was coming. And that's not Kentrell Webb. That's A.J. Halsey was coming downhill fast, and as Josh Cameron sat down, he hit him from behind.
Further review for targeting.
Yeah, he hit him from behind, and his helmet, you kind of fall forward, and your neck kind of gets pressed to your chest, John.
Right,
so
right.
You see the replay here, and you could tell it was pretty uncomfortable.
Scary play. He was sliding down, and the U of H player kind of went head high over the top of him. Tim Pike is out there. He's going to help Josh Cameron off to the far side. They're looking at it, reviewing it for targeting. Gives us a chance to check in with Ricky.
Hey, guys, when this replay, it looked like to me when he did it that the guy threw his elbow into Cameron's head. It was not helmet to helmet,
right,
there's no
right.
question.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But he did throw his his elbow into his head, and that's where the injury happened. Took his helmet off, Josh's helmet off. He walked off the field. He looked fine walking off, but that was a hard shot and a good catch. Great job of holding onto that football, taking a shot like that. I don't know if they call this targeting or not,
After
guys.
further review, there is no targeting. Still a first down from Baylor.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. You just don't like the forearm hit to the helmet, but it's a good hard football play, John.
Yep, you guys are right. No targeting on that call. Baylor is 3 of 3 on 4th downs tonight. How about that one? It was 4th and 4, and now they've converted, so they've got it at the Houston 31. The Cougars are out of timeouts, 3:52 to play. And game's not over, but things look very favorable for the Bears, getting their 5th win in a row.
Well, at a minimum, John, you're going to be able to burn about another couple minutes off this thing. Remember, we got in college football, you got the 2-minute warning or 2-minute timeout. If you're Sawyer's looking at the clock, he knows where they are. They show you those as you walk in the stadium. Shouldn't snap this thing above 5 seconds. So he's looking at the clock. They have an automatic call here, just probably give to Bryson.
That was a clutch throw and catch. Sawyer Robertson to Josh Cameron. Snap it back, give to Bryson Washington up the middle. Nearly spun out of that tackle, but it was about a 4-yard gain to the 28. For Bryson Washington, Houston cannot stop the clock. They are out of timeouts. 3:14 and counting, 4th quarter. Baylor 20, Houston 10.
If Sawyer does his job, this is a quarterback's job, is to manage the game on the field. So you're looking at that clock, you know, hey, with 3 minutes and counting, I can drive this thing down to about 2:45. We run a play. We don't have to snap it before the 2-minute warning if I do my job. So right here, he's looking at the clock. Probably wants to snap this with about 2 seconds. And then see if he can get this thing to the 2-minute warning without taking another snap.
Matthew Kloffenstein in a slot to the right side. They will hand it off. And look at that scrum moving forward. Finally, they blow the whistles.
But he did his job, though, John. If you look at the clock, it's 2:31 and counting, and it's 31 seconds on the play clock. So he did his job to where you'll have 3rd down in about 4, I guess, or 3 or 4. But that'll be after the 2-minute timeout.
That was a 3-yard gain by Bryson Washington. That'll get us to the 2-minute timeout. They will let the clock drip away until we get to 2 minutes. 2-minute timeout here in Houston with our score, Baylor 20, Houston 10. We'll be back for the final 2 minutes after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one-stop for a wide range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as
Oklahoma with a pick 6 is 24-3.
to handle personal or
it's unbelievable. Yes, the first one went down to the 5 and they scored next play, but this one was a pick 6.
business-related issues. We are your community firm. Whether you're planning for navigating a probate or managing a business, our experienced team is ready to guide you every step of the way. Trust us to provide the legal support you need. Call today, 406-641-BUTZ. That's 406-641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
Score big savings during truck season at
A&M came back and tied it 21 each with 5:40 left in the third.
Silverados. Save on SUVs too, like the reliable Chevy Suburban or the stylish Tahoe and the Chevy Blazer EV. Hurry! The first 100 to take a test drive this month will receive a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper and a chance to win a year's supply free. Ask for details.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Stay in the game with Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and designed to protect your most important asset, your brain. Q-Collar is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears. When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com.
You're listening to Baylor Football. Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
2-minute timeout about to expire here in the fourth quarter. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Baylor up on Houston 20-10. There's 2 minutes away from what would be their 5th consecutive win here in the second half of the season. That would, they've not had a 5-game winning streak since 2019, the year they advanced to the Big 12 championship game against Oklahoma in Arlington. But what a second half of the season for this Baylor team.
And right now, John, the good news is Cameron is back on the field. I doubt they'll throw this here at 3rd down and 4. And bet you, Coach, if they don't get it, we'll go for it. This would make me think it's a Bryson Washington play.
3rd and 4. Give to Bryson Washington. He's got a target on his back. He is stacked up for no gain at the 25, maybe even a yard back. So 4th down for the Bears. It is 4th and 4 from the 25. And the offense is staying out there.
Yeah, they're looking for the call, John. I'm just thinking, like, you know, if you coach, you're once again here now, the pass is available to you, because if it's turnover downs, the clock stops anyway, so there's no need to stop the clock. So I'm also thinking, once again, you put it in the belly of Bryson, that's going to attract a lot of eyes, and then maybe I throw it to give Sawyer a chance to run. 2-by-1 set, Trigg in the middle to his left.
Here's the play, 4th down and 4.
Blitz.
Sawyer Robertson looking to throw over the middle. It is intercepted by Houston. Tackle made there at the 26-yard line, but the 3rd Bryson Washington makes the tackle.
Oh, he's hurt.
And the man who made the interception is down on the field. 3rd interception thrown tonight by Sawyer Robertson. Now this one, and that is Halsey. Halsey, who had the interception. He is number 1 in the Big 12 in passes defended, and that is his 5th interception on the year. He was tied for 2nd in the league in interceptions coming in.
That was a hard hit too, John, on his lower leg. I want to speculate, but also I don't think Bryson Washington probably played a little linebacker in high school.
Probably.
He came with all the speed. Nice, not a good read by Sawyer. He's trying to go to Trigg to his left, and Trigg had actually a clamp on him, but Sawyer got some late pressure. And Halsey actually was up toward the line, Ricky, and then he dropped back out underneath that coverage, but Trigg was not open.
No, he wasn't, and I think part of that goes back, JJ, to the fact some of these catches Trigg has made tonight that Sawyer had the confidence just to throw it up. But that's one at this point in the game. Shouldn't have let that go. Sawyer's had, 4 picks all year, and he's had 3 tonight. Yeah. One was costly.
And right now, the defense has to still 20-10, so 2-score, minute 11. Don't give up anything cheap, and the big thing here is a premium on making tackles here.
Line of scrimmage is the 26 after the interception. 3rd turnover tonight by Baylor. Swing pass out to the near side, running free at the 30, now to the 40, and down at the 44-yard line. Bar Thornton makes the tackle.
Yeah, that's a bad play by the U of H receiver. He probably had a chance to get out of bounds. The clock stops as the chains move, but
now is going again. 53 seconds to go in the game. 20-10, Baylor on top. Pressure on Chris, steps up, pass over the middle, juggled and caught, and then leveled after the catch is Muse. Kind of ran right into that rock-solid Matt Jones, who decked him.
That's a waste of a lot of time. That's one where Zion Chris will learn later. That's probably an incomplete pass. Better for it to be an incomplete pass.
32 seconds to go. Gain of 3 on the play. Pass near sideline. That one is caught, I believe. Yep, it is by Rayshon Sanford. That's a 1st down in Baylor territory now to the 42-yard line, but only 25 seconds to go, and the clock is running. Houston used all their timeouts on defense. Can't stop it. Zion Chris dancing. Pass over the middle is intercepted. The Bears have their 4th takeaway tonight. Interception by Devin Lemire. Wow, an interception by the Bears will seal this Baylor win over the Houston Cougars.
Yeah, it's just a nice play. I mean, you had a 2-deep man under. Baylor actually had a couple spies. Chris is so mobile that they actually had Keaton Thomas and Matt Jones not rushing, just kind of in no man's land, waiting on Chris to run. But Jamal Bell did a great job of just tracking underneath the receiver. And once he saw Chris load, he breaks in front, gets that INT. That's going to close this one out, John. It wasn't pretty. But it don't have to be pretty to get in that W.
It does not. It is a W. It'll be the 5th straight W. Favorite play right there. Snap back. Sawyer Robertson will take a knee, and the Bears will head back to Waco with their 5th consecutive win on the season. First time since 2019, a 5-game winning streak. Bears with their 3rd road win in Big 12 play for just the 7th time in program history. Baylor 7-4 on the year, and now 5-3 in Big 12 conference play. They still have a chance at a spot in the Big 12 championship game. Dave Aranda, Willie Fritz looking for each other at midfield. Bears win it tonight, 20-10 over the Houston Cougars. JJ, it was not a thing of beauty. This Baylor team that had been averaging over 45 points a game in their previous 4 wins. They struggle to get to 20 tonight, but the defense does its job, and 4 turnovers helps the Baylor win.
Well, and John, uncharacteristic on both sides. I mean, really, it's uncharacteristic for Sawyer Robertson, who's probably thrown, what, 6 before this game? He threw
4 before this game.
4 before this game. He threw 3 tonight. And really, it's just that's a testament to Coach Fritz and what he has this Houston program doing. They're playing really good defense. They just don't have the offense yet, but they're playing really good defense. I felt like 24-14 was this game. That's why I say the kick is not bad. And fortunate for Baylor, they gave up some turnovers, but they were able to either get them back, John, or they were able to keep them out of the end zone, and that was the difference in the game.
20-10, the final score. Bears win on Houston senior night here at TDECU Stadium in Houston. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Final score from Houston, Baylor 20, Houston 10. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next. Keep it here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Chris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, tell me about Toyotathon.
Well, from now until January 6th is the perfect time to get a new Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more.
Oh, how exciting! So what can you do in a new Toyota this holiday season?
With a new RAV4, you can go snowboarding with your friends.
I love dashing through the snow.
Take a Camry to a tree lighting ceremony.
Sounds merry and bright.
Or even load up the family in a Highlander to go ice skating.
What a jolly good time. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas? After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Florida? I'm there.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2025 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
This season, beat the holiday rush and shop Astound.com for bigger deals, bigger savings, and bigger internet. For a limited time, get Astound Internet for only $20 a month for 2 years. Plus, add 5G unlimited Astound Mobile free for 12 months. Our award-winning fiber-powered internet can handle it all. Faster streaming, better gaming, and secure online shopping. Lock in bigger savings.
Hey, John.
At Astound.com.
What was first, the first touchdown or the first interception in the end zone by Baylor?
This has been live coverage.
Yes.
Football. Now, it's time.
Okay. Yeah, win interception, touchdown, right? Yeah.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. HEB, the official grocer of Baylor Athletics. Proudly serving Texans since 1905. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Nissan. innovation for excitement. Stay tuned as we break down the game. Listen to highlights, talk with Coach Aranda, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Comes tonight following a 20-10 Baylor win over Houston in Houston. Gets the Bears to 7-4 on the season, 5-3 in Big 12 conference play. Cougars dropped to 4-7. They are now 3-5 in the league. They cannot get a bowl qualifying 6 wins on the year with 1 game remaining on the year. But JJ, for the Bears, 5 straight wins. First 5-game winning streak since 2019.
And John, you have to take it. I know this, at the end of the season, as Ricky mentioned, when you get to the end, nobody cares how you won it. But Baylor had been winning really based on how well their offense had been playing. It was pretty. We were running the ball well. We were scoring a bunch of points. But tonight it was a defensive struggle. We just held the Houston offense to 10 points. They've been struggling. The offense struggled, and they only got 20. But nevertheless, you won the game. So that's huge. And I'll tell you, I'm looking at this drive chart, John. We get to the second half. We had 3 plays, minus 11 yards, punt. 3 plays, no yards, punt. 7 plays, punt. Then we finally got the ball on their side. We got a field goal. Then we went interception half. So, sometimes they're like that, but it's good to get the dub.
20-10, the final score. Plenty to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. We'll give you all the final stats. We'll go down to the Baylor locker room, visit with a Baylor player, and, of course, Coach Dave Aranda. All that and more still ahead. We'll wrap this one up. Coming up on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 20-10, Baylor over U of H on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Ask for Kasasa Checking. It's our superpower. First Central Credit Union pays 5% APY on your checking account. There's no penalty in this game. Get great returns while having complete access to your cash. Get in motion with First Central's Reward Checking that refunds ATM fees nationwide. Enjoy an automatic savings feature that pays you too. It's a snap to apply online at firstcentralcu.com.
Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. APY. Member NCUA.
Premier ER. Convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Stay in the game with Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and designed to protect your most important asset, your brain. Q-Collar is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears. When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com. Hi, this is John Morris for Green Eye Associates. Let Green Eye Associates, Doctors Leanne Green and Avery Platt help you see Waco clearly. Their experienced team enjoys making your eye exam fun, easy, and accurate, providing trustworthy and honest communication about your eyes and eyewear. Visit them on Lake Air Drive or at greeneyeassociates.com to see their services and a wide selection of eyewear made on-site by experts. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From Houston on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. We're also brought to you by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member, business, or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. Ricky Thompson is with us down below and actually up in the tunnel headed toward the Baylor locker room. But, Rick, not a real thing of beauty, but isn't it nice that you can, say, yeah, it wasn't that great, but it was another Baylor win.
Yeah, that's right. It still counts as number 7. And, guys, 2-4 at the midway mark, 5-0 in the second half. You can't beat that. it's really impossible to play a football season without winning one ugly if you're going to be a good football team. You just can't play 12 great games. But I tell you, when you can win one like this, clearly in the second half you weren't at your best, particularly struggled offensively. Sawyer throws 3 picks, had thrown 4 all year to that point. But if you win, throwing 3 interceptions, win by 10 on the road, and go 7-4, take that any Saturday.
Just a huge win for the Bears in many respects. 20-10 the final score. Baylor will close the regular season next Saturday at home against Kansas on Senior Day. Again, we don't have the start time for that game today. Let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, JJ will share all the final stats from this 20-10 Baylor win. Still to come, a visit with Coach Aranda and one of the Baylor players from this game. We'll have all that when we come back. We're brought to you by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. And back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Follows a 20-10 Baylor win over the University of Houston on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one stop for a wide range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the appointment of a receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business-related issues, we are your community firm. Whether you're planning...
Whoa. So 24-3 with 14 minutes left for Alabama. They throw a long touchdown. It gets called back for a personal foul penalty because one of the coaches was out on the field.
6-4-1.
DeBoer is having a meltdown.
641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
Hey football fans, Kyle Sotrano here with George's Restaurant Bar and Catering to invite you to experience game days with George's this season. Join us at George's before or after the game for some signature Big O cocktails. Now come watch every second unfold on our 200-inch TV screens. Hosting a tailgater party? Let George's cater with our party packaging meals, perfect for feeding your crew. Swing by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at either of our locations. George's number 1 at 1925 Spade Avenue or George's number 2 at 1201 Hewitt Drive. And make plans to try out Jorge's Cantina this season, the latest addition to the George's family, with authentic Mexican cuisine, fresh seafood, and tequila cocktails galore. Come see for yourself and sick 'em Bears.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to start prepping for game day right away.
You're listening to Baylor Football. On the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Post-game show brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. JJ, how about the final stats that add up to this 20-10 Baylor win?
Well, John, offensively, an ugly game. 72 plays for 325 yards for the Baylor offense, and most of that was in the first half. I think we had about 250 yards or 40 or 50 yards in the first half, so very pedestrian second half. Did just enough. 15 of 23 for Sawyer, 3 interceptions. He did have 2 touchdown passes, 2 and 4 yards. I just never thought he saw the University of Houston defense clearly, but Baylor ran the ball. I mean, Coach really said, "Hey, look, we ran 49 times for 121 yards," and unfortunately, the stats we have now, hopefully they change. It has Bryson Washington at 30 carries for 99 yards.
Oh man,
grinded out 3.3 yard per carry average. Dawson had 14 carries for 41 yards, but nevertheless, Baylor runs for 121 yards. I thought they needed to be around 150. And they probably did if Houston doesn't turn the ball over as much as they did, but Baylor shared it with them. So Ashton Hawkins and Michael Trigg were the leading receivers. 6 catches for Hawkins, 65 yards and a score. Trigg had 4 catches for 96 yards and a score. And really what they did, the challenge for Baylor is they took away the outside for Baylor. We really never did threaten those. So you see it, Josh Cameron, 2 catches for 16 yards, and Hal Presley, 2 for 26. And I think that's something, Coach, you have to look at during the week. We can't let people take away those really dynamic weapons. And that's what Houston did this afternoon. Houston's Zeon Christ, 13 of 24. He had 3 picks, so 6 interceptions were treated to us this afternoon for only 126 yards. He was sacked once. Rashawn Sanford, that was the leading rusher, 8 for 37, 10 for 27 for Chris. And coming into the game, he was the leading rusher. Baylor did a great job on him on the afternoon of balling him up. He had, 10 catches for 27 yards. So, he really didn't get loose. Time of possession, 34 minutes, 52 seconds for the Bears, 25 minutes and 8 seconds for U of H. Third down conversions, Baylor only 4-15, U of H 3 of 10, but Baylor was 3 of 4 on 4th down. The only one they didn't get was that final one where they threw the interception to really close out their drives for the afternoon. U of H was 1 of 1. John on defense, Keaton Thomas. We talked about him in that second half when he needed to make a couple plays. He made a good tackle on Zeon Chris, one-on-one tackle. He made another tackle on the running back, one-on-one, that made them punt the ball. And I think that helped us get in position to close this game out. He had 10 total tackles, half a sack. Matt Jones also had a solid game with 6 total tackles. And Devin Bobby, let's give him his flowers, man. He missed, we thought, an interception. I forgot which game that was. John went between his hands. Tonight he actually, after Sawyer threw the interception, the initial one of the game, he picks off the ball in the end zone, which turns out to be a big interception. He had 5 total tackles, a half a tackle for loss, and he had an INT along with Jamal Bell. And then, of course, we know Lorando Snacks Johnson also had an interception. So, John, I think you got to give the flowers to that defense. It held this offense at bay, held them to 10 points. And I don't care. You can talk about how anemic their offense is, but any college offense, if you hold them to 10 points, and really think about it, the defense only gave up 3 points.
That's true. Yeah.
So you really only held them up to a field goal. So, nevertheless, good defensive
Hey, guys,
outing.
we can go when you're ready.
All right, Rick, thanks very much. JJ, thank you very much. Let's go down outside the Baylor locker room now, visit with Baylor's offensive lineman Ryan Lingell. And, Ryan, thanks for visiting with us. Congratulations on the win.
You got it?
Get him wired up. You hear me okay?
They can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I got you.
Yeah, we got you.
I got you. Congratulations on the win.
You can't hear him. I guess he cut out.
All right. We'll get this right. Ryan Lingell on that offensive line for the Bears. There we go. Ryan, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. You win games in different ways, don't you? I mean, sometimes it's a scoring fest. Sometimes 20 points is enough to win.
Yes, sir. And we certainly didn't play our best tonight, but we came out with the win. We found a way to win, and that's what we had been looking for. So we're not exactly super happy with how we played, but we're happy with the outcome.
Very good. 5 wins in a row now for you guys. That's the longest winning streak Baylor's had since 2019. What a second half of the season you have going.
Yeah, it's a testament to the guys in the locker room and to the coaches. We took that first bye week. We really focused up. We figured out what we were good at, and we've been working it down the road.
Pretty good defensive front for Houston. We knew that coming in, and how did that play out tonight?
Yeah, they're a tough physical group. They certainly halted some of our run game stuff. So we got to work on that this week, preparing for Kansas. But, all the respect to those guys out there. We're just happy to come away with a win.
And Ryan, as you're one of those veterans, but you guys have been humming on offense. But tonight, how good and satisfying was it for you to see your defense step up and pick you guys up when they needed to?
Yeah, Coach Aranda harps on playing complementary football, and I think our defense helped us do that tonight. When we were down, they helped us. When they were down, we helped them. So we're really happy to have a team win.
All right, Ryan, senior day next week at home against Kansas, close the regular season. I know you guys want to send the seniors out with another win.
Yes, sir, we certainly do.
Thanks for the visit.
Thanks,
we
Ryan.
appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, appreciate it. Ryan Lingell on the offensive line for the Bears, and Baylor wins it tonight 20-10 over the Houston Cougars. JJ, did you get to all the stats? You got anything left?
Well, John, I think the only thing I want to just look at some of the defense stats, but you know what I like to hear from Ryan there? He's frustrated. He's mad.
Yeah,
You know,
right. He's mad.
And you can tell. I mean, that's a lineman that's not too happy, and because they had 112, 20, 30 yards rushing, but he's upset because they didn't play good offensive football. But just to get back, I wanted to make sure I got the other guys who also, some interceptions. We know Devin Lemire. I think Devin Lemire also had an interception. He had 3 total tackles on the afternoon, and we know Snacks had 1 pass breakup interception. So I just wanted to make sure we rewarded all those guys because they had made great plays, individual plays to kind of hold on to this dub.
And, Ricky, it really was a great example again tonight. We've seen it so many times this year of complementary football. The defense really picking up the offense tonight.
Well, they did. Made plays when they had to make them. And I thought particularly backed Houston up to the 4 with a great punt and the downed at the 4. Then they get the pick and the field position and really were able to run out the clock. So they made the plays necessary. Maybe the biggest of all early on Houston's first drive after their interception, the pick in the end zone that gave the Bears the ball back instead of Houston going up early 7-0, not knowing at the time what a defensive football game this would be. That would have been a huge score. As it turns out, the way this football game played in the last 3 quarters with very little offense on either side.
20-10 the final. Bears win it over Houston tonight at TD-ECU Stadium in Houston. We'll take a break. Be back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon.
Hi!
So, tell me about Toyotathon.
Well, from now until January 6th is the perfect time to get a new Camry, RAV4, Highlander, and more.
Oh, how exciting! So what can you do in a new Toyota this holiday season?
With a new RAV4, you can go snowboarding with your friends.
I love dashing through the snow.
Take a Camry to a tree lighting ceremony.
Sounds merry and bright.
Or even load up the family in a Highlander to go ice skating.
What a jolly good time. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas? After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Florida? I'm there.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota. Let's go places. During Toyotathon, qualified buyers can get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a rugged new 2025 Tundra. Offer available in select states only.
Stay in the game with Q-Collar, the world's first and only equipment proven to help protect the brain. It's backed by advanced research, built for the modern athlete, and designed to protect your most important asset, your brain. Q-Collar is a proud partner of the Baylor Bears. When it's on, it's on. Learn more and collar up at Q30.com. That's Q30.com.
First Central Credit Union is opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value with low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Consider refinancing your mortgage or securing land for building. We loan up to 75% of the appraised value of land. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Postgame show is brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 20-10, Baylor over Houston. Tonight we're joined by Baylor head coach Dave Aranda. It's brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, it's your bank. Coach, congratulations on a tough, hard-earned road win tonight.
No, I appreciate that. I'm proud of our guys' fight. You know, there's things that we could do better, and you know, it's something that we're going to have to do better going into next week with the game that we got coming up there. But you know, there's a lot of positives. I thought this was a game that probably early in the season we'd find a way to lose, and we continued to fight and believe that we were going to win.
4 takeaways for you tonight. That was really big.
Yeah, you know, one of the big failures they throw to us, and so we were able to catch them tonight, which was a big difference from really this whole season, and so hopefully that continues on the next week.
What did you think coming out of halftime into the second half, that third quarter? Boy, Houston really dominated that third period.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of unbalanced looks. I think really what they were doing, we had to change our signaler a couple times. I felt like we had our signals, and we had to adjust, you know, how that operation was going. I thought that we had to do a better job of holding our calls till late. You know, I thought it was very much a, hey, see what you're in, check the play. And they got us a couple times on that. You know, I think the screen was that way. I thought the unbalanced looks were that way. And so we had to make an adjustment after that in terms of that whole operation. And I thought we were able to play a little bit better that way.
And, Coach, what would you, from your perspective, what was the change you thought that they made defensively? First half, it was a struggle, but you got there. Second half, it seemed like they made a couple adjustments that slowed us a little bit. And maybe it was just the turnover.
I think it was that, to me. You know, there was a lot of trap coverage to start the game,
right.
and we struggled to see that. And, you know, I thought those were the throws to Trig, you know, when the corners are really working out wide. The middle gets wide, gets open, and you know, having a guy like Trig is a weapon, and so we're able to kind of feature him in just all the too high trap coverages we're getting. But I thought that in terms of the front, it was what it was, you know, and I thought that linebacker-wise, they kept creeping up near and near the line of scrimmage, and there's times where, you know, at the snap, they're right there at the line of scrimmage, and you know, there's times where Bryson had to be able to make a guy miss or run over a guy to get yards, and so we've got to ID better there. We've got to be able to try to soften them up on the perimeter to get that space opened up more than what we did tonight.
Michael Trigg had a terrific game, didn't he? 4 for 96 and some really fantastic catches.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. You know, his whole thing is improvement. It's being comfortable in his own skin. It's maturing. It's grown up, and so all that stuff's really cool to see. And it's still, and now in the day of just all the money and all the stuff that's going around, to still see the maturity of a dude and someone that off the field and on the field, all the things are kind of aligning, that can still happen. It's pretty cool.
And I know you probably saw or heard Kansas won again today. That's a hot Kansas team that's coming to Waco next Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to have to play way better than we did tonight, you know. And so I think in some ways, this is probably one of the better things that could happen to us, is to get whooped like this in certain areas and to have to be able to look in the mirror and to kind of refresh our attack, because we're playing a really, really good team, probably the hottest team there is right now.
Yeah. Coach, thanks very much. Appreciate the visit.
All right.
Coach Dave Aranda with us. Post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, it's your bank. Also want to remind you, we'll be back at Rudy's for the Baylor Coaches Show this Wednesday. Baylor Coaches Show presented by Central National Bank. We'll be there Wednesday evening, 6:30 to 7:30. Michael Ford will join us, Baylor track and field coach, and Coach Aranda will be there on Wednesday as well. Come join us live from Rudy's Wednesday, 6:30 to 7:30 for our Baylor Coaches Show. Rudy's a proud sponsor of Baylor football. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget, Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. So 20-10 the final score. The Bears win it tonight over the Houston Cougars. One final break. We'll be back and wrap things up in just a moment on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
When life gets complicated, Butts Law Firm is your one-stop
Sounds good.
range of legal needs. Whether you need estate planning documents such as a will, trust, or guardianship, or the appointment of a receiver to handle personal or business assets management and disposal, consumer protection, family-related legal matters, or various business-related issues, we are your community firm. Whether you're planning for the future, navigating a probate, or managing a business, our experienced team is ready to guide you every step of the way. Trust us to provide the legal support you need. Call today today. 406-641-BUTZ. That's 406-641-2889. Or come by the Waxahachie office at 301 South Rogers Street, Suite 202, downtown Waxahachie. Come see the difference having a trusted attorney by your side can make, because at Butts Law Firm, your legal rights are our business.
Come see why Green Eye Associates is voted best in Waco year after year. Enjoy exceptional service and care from Dr. Leanne Green alongside her dedicated optometrist and staff. Receive trustworthy insights on your eye health. Enjoy the impressive variety of contacts and eyewear, and work with the most experienced optical team in Waco.
Hello.
Don't miss the new state-of-the-art dry eye therapies that rejuvenate the eyes and face with safe, non-invasive treatments to restore comfort and quality of life. Green Eye Associates, official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
The Black Friday sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco has huge savings. Get a 2024 Wagoneer or Grand Wagoneer Series 3 and get a whopping dealer discount of $15,000 plus 3.9% financing for 72 months. That's right, 3.9 for 72 months. Or drive off in a 24 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland or Limited 4XE and save $12,000 plus see if you qualify for $7,500 federal tax deduction. Hurry, only at Allen Samuels in Waco during the Black Friday sales event. First responders get an extra $500.
Come by. Let's be friends.
You're listening to Baylor Football on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Following our network sign-off, Derek Smith and Bryce Hager will take you through the post-game fan forum, so stay tuned for that coming up in just a few minutes. Check scores one final time, 2 games in progress, 2 minutes to play in Salt Lake City. And Utah is leading Iowa State 28-24. There's a theme here. We're getting to a theme that Baylor still has a shot, maybe an outside shot, at advancing to the Big 12 championship game. Kansas State leads Cincinnati 27-9 into the third. Earlier today, Arizona State beat BYU 28-23, second straight loss for BYU. And this Houston team closes the season in Provo next Saturday. And Kansas beat Colorado 37-21. It has really thrown the race for the Big 12 championship game in a jumble. So now everyone has at least 2 losses, with BYU and Colorado losing today. TCU beat Arizona 49-28. Tech beat Oklahoma State 56-48. Oklahoma State drops to 0-8 in Big 12 play. West Virginia gets bowl eligible with a 31-21 win over UCF. That added to the Baylor 20-10 win over Houston here in Houston. And Ricky, what we're saying is the Bears do have an outside chance to get to the Big 12 championship game. They'd have to win next week, and some other things would have to happen. But that's pretty good motivation going into the Kansas game.
Well, it is, and I think at the start of the day, if you could have said that at the end of the day, or thought you could say that, that would have been really positive, plus this win. But how many things had to happen today, and they did.
Yeah.
So it shows it can happen one more time if the Bears get this win. And it may be the 2 hottest teams in the league that are playing right now.
Yeah.
Kansas, big wins over Iowa State, a big win over Colorado. The Bears have won 5 in a row. They play Saturday in Waco. That's a game that should draw a crowd. I know it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, but that's a huge game, guys. That could be for a chance in the championship game in Arlington the first week in December, and who would have ever dreamed of that?
Yeah.
Just going into the last weekend and having a shot is a positive.
Yeah, it really is, John. I mean, Rick, and I think the big thing for this Baylor team is just like Coach said, I think this is a good thing for them because they were really humming. But then the second thing beyond that, I think, though, is that he's going to have a lesson no matter what happens. You got 7 wins. Nobody would have ever thought 7 wins when we're 2-4, John. So I think, next week you got to play. He's got a teaching this whole week. And then even if you win next week and don't make the Big 12 championship game, the lesson is that Colorado game. The lesson is we got to close, right? And, of course, we want it all to happen. But if you close that game, you find a way. But nevertheless, it's been a huge turnaround. This team has learned a lot. We've gone from sitting here at 2-4 thinking like, oh, shoot, is everything changing next week? Or to like, dang, we only won by 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
right,
a big thing.
right.
That's how crazy the Big 12 is.
That is wild. Life in the Big 12, that's
Exactly.
for sure. All right, guys, appreciate it. We don't have the kick time yet for the Kansas game. That'll be set after the games are complete tonight, so watch for that later tonight or maybe early tomorrow. But we do know Baylor and Kansas, like Ricky said, two of the hottest teams in the league, maybe the two hottest teams in the league, along with Arizona State. We'll meet up at McLean Stadium next Saturday, hopeful for a big crowd on Senior Day next Saturday. Guys, thanks very much.
Right.
We're going to hit the road back to Waco, but a big win tonight for the Bears, 20-10, fifth straight win for Baylor. Thanks to Aaron Sexton, our network board operator. Thanks to Bob Baker, our engineer in the booth. Jeff Walter, our spotter and statistician. Thanks to Colin Ling for transportation logistics. Speaking for all of them, plus J.J. Joe and Ricky Thompson, I'm John Morris. Final score from Houston. The Bears win their fifth straight game in Big 12 play. Baylor 20, Houston 10. So long from H-Town.
All right, guys, great call.
Thanks,
Sick 'em
Aaron.
Bears.
Appreciate it,
You listening.
We out.
First
See ya.
Union Postgame Show. Brought to you by First Central Credit Union. Serving members since 1937.